Yeah. What's popping, y'all? What's happening? What's going on? It's your man Marq Nash. We back here with another one. Great episode of Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and pretty much anything else I feel like squeezing into those few amount of letters. Yeah, we got a lot to get into today. Got a jam-packed show, man. Got a lot of things on the docket. Yeah, man. First of all, we definitely want to look. A lot of big fights happened this weekend, right? But I would be remiss if I did not discuss some of the things that are going on for social injustice going on around our country. A lot of people are in unrest. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about the officer. He's a lieutenant in Virginia, was pepper sprayed. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some the issues that's going on. Got a lot of civil unrest over there in Minnesota. In the midst of the Derek Chauvin trial, we still have people getting shot by police for misdemeanor crimes. So going to talk about that. Had some great fights this weekend. So we're going to talk about some boxing. That and a lot more. I heard Eddie Hearn say yesterday we got a date for Fury and Joshua. He said it still might be on Wembley Stadium if it's in July, right? So we're definitely gonna get into that and so much more, man. I'm so glad you guys pulled up. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Let me know what part of the world you coming from. Let me drop the link out there if you guys want to comment on anything that we're talking about. You're more than welcome to pull up. Also, the number is on the screen. Who's gonna be the first one out there? Somebody test the line for your boy real quick. Let me see how this sound. Because we've been working on this. I got my Mac back out the shop finally yesterday. So we're gonna get this thing right. Should be working though. Everything's set up how it was before. So somebody test the line for me real quick. 678-381-1938. 678-381-1938. You'll be a big help and you'll be a friend of the show. I would say for life, but at least for the day. All right, so I really appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll run this intro real quick while we're waiting for that, waiting for the room to populate. And I'm gonna start it off with my boy Jace. Can I Relax? I love that record. But I love y'all, man. I'm so glad y'all pulled up. We got a great show, man. We got a lot to discuss, different perspectives, different sides, even from people who I expected to say, hey, yeah, this is kind of messed up. Some of them were saying why they just didn't comply. And then right after that, you see another video of a guy like, hey, man, we seen people comply and get shot. Let's not even cap about that. So we'll talk about that and so much more. Like I said, I'm so glad you guys pulled up. Thank you again. It's another great episode of Breaking the Beats. Let's run that intro. Bang.
This that squad sound.
Yeah, man, so much boxing going on. Shout out to all my brothers out there doing their thing in the boxing community, man. It's so much we got to get into, but like I said, man, I would be remiss. I wouldn't be everything I told y'all I was if I sat here with this platform and for 2 hours talked about boxing. So let me test this out. 951, what up? Let me turn you up. Say it again.
Yo, it's Neo, bro.
Yeah, the phone line working. How you feel, my G?
I'm feeling good. Trying to get out of this state, going to the next as usual.
Your phone sound choppy. Say it again. Trying to get out of what state?
Out of Oklahoma into Arkansas. I'm working.
Okay, you on that road. Okay, well, I appreciate you, man. You definitely are a friend of the show. Man, you family, man. That's why when you guys pull up, I tell you welcome home, man. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it wouldn't even be no show without y'all. Without y'all, I'm just a dude sitting here talking to myself in a room in front of a camera, right? So you guys make the show a show. and I appreciate y'all, man. And thank you for calling in too. How you feel though?
Pretty good right now. I had to take a long little stint off the YouTube reverse. I had to take a little break, take a little breather. Ran across some information I had to go into some deep dive study on, so I just decided to take a break off of YouTube for a minute.
I can respect it. I can totally respect it. Hey, man, look, I get it, man. Sometimes I be wanting to take a break too, but I've committed myself. I said, hey, I'm going to be here 3 days a week. And now I got to stick to my word. I used to do 5 days a week, but once the new year came, I was like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity to switch to 3 days a week. And but I got to stick to that. Shoot, I might, when we hit our 1 year anniversary, I might go back to 5 days. Shit, I might drop it down to 1 day a week. I don't know, man, and just do some pop-up episodes when we can. But I'm so glad you pulled up, and thank you for helping me test my phone line to make sure it's working, bro.
Yeah, not a problem. I didn't lend my hand real quick. You know, just let you guys know I'm still out here. I'm just, you know, again, I got some more information that I ran across. Maybe I can share it tonight. It might help some people out, and maybe contribute to your talking point tonight. And,
absolutely. You want to call back in or you want to beam in? Either one you want to do, that's cool with me, brother.
Yeah, I think I might stream in. We'll see how this road treats me in about 15 minutes or so.
All right. Well, get your mind right. Be safe out there. Stay focused. And yo, we here with you, man. And we appreciate you being here with us as well as you are out here on your travels. Appreciate you tuning into the show, bro.
Copy that, bro. I'll stream in a little bit.
Yeah, man, because we talking about some real shit today. This first hour, man, I want to talk about some of the social injustice that's going on out here. It might not last an hour. Hopefully, we can get a good conversation going, and we can do that for the first hour. The second hour, we definitely want to get into some of this boxing news and discuss some of the fights that happen. I'm doing the fight second because if I start with the boxing first, the boxing will take over the whole 2 hours. I ain't even got to tell you that. You already know.
Yeah, I already know that. Yeah.
So we're going to start with some of the social injustice and some of the civil unrest that's going across the nation right now. And then we'll tune in with, we'll get to some boxing. But just letting you know what's going on so if you'll know when you're calling in. But thank you again for tuning in, and thank you for being my first caller tonight.
Copy that. Not a problem, bro. Always a good conversation here.
All right.
I'll get you in a little bit.
All right, my G. All right. Yeah, you got to get that phone. Yeah, nigga, you got to get your phone line straight, though. Well, at least my phone line is working. Y'all can hear me clear, right? He's on the road. That's why it was a little staticky. He's out here driving, man. He's out here bringing you your toilet paper, your food, your services. And shout out to my bro, Neo Bokar. You know what I'm saying? And you can get a good reading. Thank you for that reading you gave me as well, too. Got a lot going on, man. But we got to play this record. I told this guy, my brother Jace, I would play this record, and I gotta play the record, y'all. The joint is hard. It's a dope record. I'm gonna open the show with this. After this, we'll just jump right into it. Y'all know I normally like to start with 2 records. I'm not gonna do 2 records today because we got a lot to get into, but we will definitely be right back after this. Y'all already know I gotta twist one of them things up, and we're gonna have a good show. It's called I Can't Relax, featuring Cortez Leo and Rose C's, man. The Gritty Boys. You already know how they doing it in Baltimore. They doing it in a major way. So instead of me starting off with one of my songs, I'm gonna share my platform like I always try to do with, you know, hungry, starving artists out there doing their thing, man. So this is Jace, Can I Relax? Let's get it. The visuals, the video look crazy though. It's a lot of good shots and angles. I love the video.
He mixing, he going crazy. Can I relax for a little bit?
Raw Boxing, what up?
These millions.
Nine Soundless, what up?
Money that's tall as the
Supreme.
Get it and guns at the grind.
We cooking,
you can
baby.
See what we building. When my team put in that work. Lames is all in their feelings. Can I relax for a little bit? I'm out here chasing these millions. Hustle you cannot be little with. Money that tall as the ceiling. Get a good glimpse at the grind. You can see what we building. When my team put in that work. You niggas all in your feelings. Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? I wanna rock right now. I'm on the block in the sweater that's hot right now. Ooh, Fetty Wap one out on my track queen. Sweating, I'm digging it down. Ooh, and nothing I'm done.
We're gonna start the show right after this song, y'all.
Ooh, the way that I'm
Gonna pour you a drink, roll you up one nice.
Ooh, right to the top to get billions. My baby said killer keep killing. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. That you niggas all in your feelings. Never could you crime, but another nigga paid, but same old killer. Yeah, never change up. Not like us, everything do is major. All in your ear with a brand new flavor. I cannot relax, gotta get racks. Child support on the young nigga back. No looking back, I'm running on tracks. Hindsight, put Fred on the map. I'm out here chasing these millions. Ain't got no time for no chillin'. Shorty said she catching feelings, but can't fool me, I'm too brilliant. Perfecting my grind, always on time. Shout out to Weezy and Dime. They have me confined to back-to-back nines. A felon, it's hard to provide. But I just wanna get it. True workaholic, stack money to the ceiling. Dirty and clean, money robbing and stealing. These broke bitches never found them appealing.
Yeah, no matter the situation, I never kept it basic. Been doing this since the basement. Pitching work since I was in A6. Ran lap around these niggas. I do not need a replacement. Your shorty been feeling the boy. Love the way I throw up blue faces. Fuck you mean relax. My son need M's, my mind need a building. I gotta keep winning. Only the fam, fuck how you feeling? Can't eat with me, we have no relation. Y'all playing foul, we called it a flagrant. Told me to stay down, I gotta be patient. We want it now, and there's no time for later.
Can I relax for a little bit? I'm out here chasing these millions. Hustle, you cannot be little with. Money sets tall as the ceiling. Get it, guns at the grind. You can see what we building. When my team put in that work, lames is all in their feelings. Can I relax for a little bit? I'm out here chasing these millions. Hustle, you cannot be little with. Money set tall as the ceiling. Get it, guns at the grind. You can see what we building. When my team put in that work, you niggas all in your feelings. Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit? Can I relax? No, no. Can I relax for a little bit?
Nah, we can't relax. Nah, we can't relax. Unfortunately, we cannot relax. You got to sleep with one eye open, drive at 10 and 2. Let's get right into it, man. So let me see what I got. I'm gonna try to do this show in order because normally I go up here and I do the show and I just be all over. Who we got right here? 402. What up?
Marq Nash, what's going on?
What's good? What's good? You see, we got that phone line working now, baby. What up?
I know, man, and I ain't first, bro.
Say it again.
I said, and I'm not first. So you know,
right? Yo, finally,
yeah.
Right? Finally.
Yeah, the last time I got off the phone, you like, oh man, his phone, man. I'm like, man, come on, bro.
What's the damn deal?
Hey, but
How you feel?
What's happening?
What's the deal? How you feel?
Oh, well, hey, man, I feel good, man, that I can actually, you know, have a conversation with you, man. So I appreciate that, bro.
Ditto.
That's a good thing right there.
It's mutual, brother. It's mutual.
Hey, can I say something real quick about this social justice thing, though, man? I mean, because I'm kind of out of the loop.
Hey, look.
But I was kind of, yes, sir.
You asked and then you started. But, hey, yeah, you can. We was going into that right away. We was going to start with the guy getting pepper sprayed in Virginia. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not. Yeah, because I was going to start with the, like with the trial, right? Because I was watching today. And you know how there were, like, a few people, like maybe up to a few dozen on those four corners that was kind of watching. And
you talking about the Chauvin trial, right?
The George Floyd, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. So they were you know, maybe we can get some mercy and some grace, bro. But keep it 100, man. You know, and hey, man. But I'm about to. You said that was in Maryland, right? Where they did some pepper spray or something like that.
Nah, it's in Virginia. I'm about to show the video.
Oh,
right
Virginia.
Now. Yeah, I'm about to show
okay. I'm
the
about to
video.
tune in, bro. Hey, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
No. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, you guys are the best part of the show, man.
I wouldn't say the best, bro, but you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
I put myself up in the top 50%, though.
My G, look, top 90%. Look, without you guys, I'm just a person sitting in here talking to myself in a room all alone at a camera. You guys make it real. Right. You guys remind me, hey man, somebody's actually watching right now. Right. They ain't gonna watch it later. No, they're watching it right now too. So right. Yeah, man, and you guys help me see things from a different perspective because I don't know all the answers. That's why we do the show, so right. We can help each other, and hopefully we can come to some kind of common ground. And if we don't, that's cool too, long as we're respectful at the end of the day, right?
Look at that, Marq Nash be cooking. Hey, bro, well, that's what I wanted to say, man, and that's why I am tuning in.
Bro, if you thought that, bro, if you thought that's entertaining, cooking, you ain't seen
you shit. Are creative, and you helping the off and smash the like button and turn the volume up. Marq Nash, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, look, and that's the show goes on, man. If you want to call back in, you're more than welcome. Like I said, you're not. You can't just. It's not like I only can call one time. Man, you call all day.
Man.
Come on, man.
Thanks. Hey, bro, I appreciate you.
Tell people who you are again for those who don't know. I know, but tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm D-Ray, bro. I'm D-Ray, man. D-Ray. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I got an opinion that's mine. And you know, hey, Mark, can I ask you one question though, bro? That sure. Does not have to do with like social justice. Sure. I know, bro. I'm gonna call back later.
No. You can ask me. Sir. I don't care. Go ahead.
Right.
Sure.
Well, okay, because I wanted to I'm just trying to you know, I was kind of watching like the Mo 3 thing. Do you know something about that, right?
A little bit.
That was in Dallas or something like that, and they shot him on the interstate or the highway or something like that.
That shit was sad.
But I know, man. And see, that's what I was saying is that with the with the music, you know what I mean, that's changed over the years, and you know, and now it just got to the point, bro, where you know, people start beefing, you know what I mean, over stuff, bro, that does not measure up to justice, you know what I mean. So I just want to say, man, that we got to start at home first, you know what I mean, in the community, in the hood, and take it out. See, and here's the one thing though, bro, is that when I was a kid, they had big mamas, you know what I mean? So if my mom was at work or something like that, bro, and the neighbor lady see me doing something, bro, she would correct me, you know what I mean? There wasn't no back talking.
I remember
that. Because, you know, and I'm just saying, man, and now, you know, I can't even tell somebody's kid to get out the street because, you know what I mean, their people might come at me, man. No, I'm just playing. Hey, man, but I love it, man. Hey, man. Hook us up what's happening. Hey, man, bro, and you got some of that good gas, bro. I'm happy to come down there and blow with you one time, bro. Peace, Mr. Nash.
Fuck with me. Let's get it. You got to bring your own swisher. We ain't passing no blunts no more. Them days been over. But for real, man, I know exactly what D-Ray is talking about too, because I'm from that era. What's up? She can relate. She knows what it's like. We come from that era where you got community ass whoopings. You know, you would get in trouble. Pardon my French. Hey, look, guys, you got a problem with the language. I'm sorry. Just click the thumbs down button. Don't leave, but just give me the thumbs down if you don't like the language. I'm sorry. They will not only whoop your butt, but they would tell your mama, and your mama will whoop your ass too for embarrassing her and somebody having, stepping in for her child. She's like, oh. Miss Parker or Miss Hunter, I know Dolores Hunter ain't have to whoop my job. What you say? Now your mama about to snatch you up too. Wouldn't you like to know is up in here, man? We got a lot of people in here from Georgia. Shout out to Georgia in here, man. My boy Wood up in here, and we got East Side veteran. Yeah, Naima know what I'm talking about. That's real stuff, Naima. That really happens. So look, let's get into it, guys. We got this video right here, and I want to know what you guys think. We're going to start off with the one with the officer getting pepper sprayed in Virginia. All right, he was a medic. Ironically, I was a medic in the Army. For those who know, I was a combat medic. So this guy would have been my LT, right? So I was like, oh man, I placed my lieutenant. I was like, look at Lieutenant Roy. But Lieutenant Roy was a white guy though, but I get it. Let me keep it moving. So I'm gonna share the screen. And I want you guys to see this right here. And the link is out there if anybody wants to comment on this. And as y'all can hear, we got the phone line working. Shout out to Mike on Sports, man. I know I've been bothering you forever about helping me with this, and I appreciate you taking the time out your busy day to help me out. You're definitely a true friend, bro, because you didn't have to do that. A lot of these guys with this YouTube shit be looking at everybody like y'all competition. I was like, nigga, it's a channel. Like, yo, you do your thing, I do my thing, but you can give me a tip or trick here and there, and I'll do the same. So shout out to Mike on Sports for being a real one in a major way. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let me set it up right. The video you guys are about to see is going to be troubling to some viewers. Just beware. It's going to be some foul language. It's going to be a little graphic, but understand we have to show it in so you can get context. All right, so here we go.
An Army second lieutenant claiming his rights were violated during a traffic stop captured on multiple cameras.
No.
Put your hands out the window.
Sorry.
Police body camera rolling as an officer attempts to stop in early December for missing rear plate on the SUV. Army second lieutenant
I'll bring it back a little bit.
Were violated during night. 2 Windsor, Virginia police officers are being sued by an Army second lieutenant claiming his rights were violated during a traffic stop captured on multiple cameras.
Felony traffic stop. Put your hands out the window.
Police body camera rolling as an officer attempts to stop in early December for missing rear plate on the SUV. Army second lieutenant.
And for the record, now, once they pull him over, they can see that he has a window. He has it taped there. It's a temporary tag, and it's taped there because it looks like they have some kind of guard or something. I don't know why it's not on the actual plate, but it's a temporary tag. So they stopped him for the windows and the tag because I guess they couldn't see the tag. But once we're in this well-lit area, you can see the tag. I'm going to continue the video. Notice he's starting his camera right here. Okay.
And at Caron Nazario behind the wheel, pulling over at a gas station 100 seconds later and starting his cell phone camera. He had picked a well-lit place to stop, his lawyer says, for safety. He does have a plate, a temp plate taped to the back window of his brand new car.
And they said he drove 100 seconds. So what's that about? I think they said it equaled up to about a half a mile. So he put his blinkers on, drove about a half a mile. All right, so let's continue the video.
But as seen on the video, the situation goes south quickly as a second officer arrives on the scene.
Put your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off.
More than 20 times they order him out of the car.
Get out of the car now!
Get out of the car.
Now!
I'm honestly afraid to get out.
Yeah, you should be. Get out!
You feel like your client had a reasonable right to fear for his life?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Officer Gutierrez kind of backs that up.
One of the officers pepper sprays Nazario and forcibly removes him from the SUV.
Get out of the car!
Nazario was released with no charges. Windsor police have
no charges. Now, that's one video, right? Now, this other video, I'm gonna cut to this one because I thought this was interesting. They have Gutierrez, the guy who pepper sprayed him, on tape, basically letting him go. Now they let him go. So this was serious enough for we draw guns, get out the car, get on the ground, all of that, and we still let him go. We're gonna show now. Granted, they already fired one guy. My brother She here. What up, though? So She, let me run through this commentary real quick, and then I'm gonna throw it right to you. Okay, pause. Damn, what my drop said? What the drop said? Pause. Hey, look, She said, "Don't throw me nothing, nigga." Hey, look, man, we got to have a little fun with it because it is a very serious situation that we're going to be talking about. And I don't want tensions to get too high and too raised. And plus, it's a show on the internet. I want people sitting at home, staring at their phone all angry or riding around. Hey, look, we got to have a little fun. But we do have to address the issue. I would be remiss if we didn't do that. Excuse me. Let me put my popper stopper up. So just bear with me 1 second, Sheet. So I want to go to this other video where you can hear the cop telling him, hey, I talked to the chief and we're going to let you go and let this go long as you let this go, basically. I'm paraphrasing, but so we don't go through that, I'll play the actual clip. This footage right here, I'm getting it from the Young Turk. So just want to give people their credit so I don't get any strike. If so, I'll just remove the clip. But let me share the screen, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and you guys being interested in what's going on out here. And like I said, I want you guys to call in after I play this clip. You guys can call in and tell me what you think, or you can click the link that's in the chat and beam in directly. So let me go over here to bear with me. I lost the spot. Which one is it? There we go. Cops fired. Bam. So the guy who pepper sprayed him is fired already, but you already know how that game goes. He can probably go over a town or two and get another job. So let's play this right here, and then we'll go to Sheet for some commentary.
I was pulling over to a well-lit area for my safety and yours. I have respect for law enforcement.
But Gutierrez said that wasn't the problem.
If I don't have what the media is spewing with the race relations between minorities and law enforcement, I get it, okay? So like I told you.
Okay, so the cop just admitted, he said, look, the climate we're in, it's on the screen, with the media spewing with the race relations between minorities. He said that's what's going on. He said it ain't about you pulling up to a well area.
The race relations between minorities and law enforcement, I get it, okay? So like I told you, as far as you not stopping and because you're comfortable and you wanted a well-lit spot, because that happens all the time.
Okay, so this happens all the time. He just said it. Let's keep it moving. It happens a lot. It happens to me a lot. And then he goes on to say a lot of these are minorities, about 80%.
It happens to me a lot. And I would say 80% of the time, not always, 80% of the time, it's a minority.
And while the officers couldn't understand why Nazario didn't get out of the car as instructed, Nazario said he didn't know why he was being stopped.
I've never looked out the window and saw a gun blazing immediately.
Gutierrez eventually told Nazario that he had a conversation with the chief of police.
All right, now y'all hear this bullshit right here. Y'all ready? Wait for it.
And was giving him the option to let this all go.
There's no need getting this on your record.
There's no need for this to be on your record. I don't want it to be on your record. He's trying to let him know. He's trying to tell him, hey, I'm about to cut you a break. That's what he's telling him.
I don't want to record. However, it's entirely up to you.
If you want to, pause, fight and argue. Fight and argue. Basically, we made a mistake. I shouldn't have used that excessive force on you. You do have a tag. Okay.
And argue, I mean, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, okay? I mean, you have that right as a citizen. If that's what you want, we'll charge you.
If that's what you want, we'll charge you. Then you can fight and argue.
It doesn't change my life one way or the way.
Well, it did change his life. As you know, as I said in my earlier statement, the officer was fired who pepper sprayed him. They're still doing an investigation on the other officer. But with that said, before I go into it any further, Sheet, tell me. Well, welcome home, Sheet. And tell people who you are and what do you think of this video?
Hey, we here in the building.
Turn your mic up a little bit, Sheet. You sound low, brother.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, you can turn it up a little bit. That'd be great. Or
I can turn it up. I gotta hear it on the audio. Can you hear me a little better now?
It's about the same, man. You sound like you about to sing some love songs, bro. There you go.
Better? Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't be talking to me like that, man.
So basically, you know, the situation at hand, for one, they made a big mistake. You know, they're trying to cover it up. You know, the first officer, he's a rookie. he should have did the proper investigation. As soon as he seen the car right there, he straight called for backup. Cool, but the point that he called it a felony, I was on another channel with an officer, Charles Faulkner Jr., and he talked about that because he's an officer in Baltimore, and he said the first thing he did wrong was call it a felony for the car. Once he called it a felony, that's why the other officer came in hot. Because when you call something a felony, that pretty much puts the officer in the frame that you've already taken the time to know something is going wrong, and you need sufficient officers coming in and laying down the law.
Right.
So that's why he came in hot. He came in guns drawn, getting ready to pepper spray, beat up, do it all. Point of reference: the other officer seen that it was a problem when he seen the military guy in his uniform. Like, oh, he's in the uniform. Oh, I see the tag right there. But the point of it is, he didn't do the proper investigation before he let the situation escalate. So that's what took the turn for the worse. It's a thing called investigation that police all are recommended to do before, kind of implementing some type of discipline. They have to also assess this situation to see, what type of aggression to, put on forth any suspect or whomever,
right,
according to the situation. Now, once he's seen the tag in the window, he should have then told the other officer, calm down. I see this in the window. Let's see what's going on with this situation. Because he already called for backup because he drove so far.
Right. And they could have flanked, right. They could have flanked them as they approached. You get what I'm saying? Now it's two of you. Like it's maneuvers, and you guys are trained a certain way to flank the vehicle. So, to keep your, to apply maximum, force multiplier, i.e. bullets, to your target versus like just from right there. Like it was like, I don't know. I think they were right in terminating this officer. But my thing is, would he have been terminated if the lawsuit didn't get filed by the complainant?
Nope. It'd have been a slap on the wrist. But see, now these things are getting real big to the where this officer, he even said that in the chat. He was saying it's the channel I was on, the guy, he said it's gonna come to a point where a lot of white officers are not gonna start to get hired for these jobs because look at the lawsuits raining on them.
I disagree with that.
The George Floyd situation. They got to be more cautious about who they're hiring because look at the George Floyd situation. It could have been easily avoided if you would have just the whole premise of them taking him out of the car and putting a knee on the neck when he was already in the car.
You talking about George Floyd?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Officers
man.
like that.
Yeah.
You took him out the car to put knee on his neck. When he was already in the car, you was locking him up.
They said he was struggling. They say he was struggling because he was claustrophobic, and so they was trying to get a bigger vehicle, I guess. But whatever, man. I ain't heard none of that shit in trial yet. That was the shit they were saying before the trial. Now they trying to blame it on the crowd, and they're trying to say he was under stress because of the crowd. And Mr. Floyd his death is not caused by the knee on his neck. But everybody's taking a stand saying, hey, this move right here with your hand in your pocket and a knee on the neck or the back, we don't train that. I don't know what this, it's like over 9, maybe 10 officers have testified against him. So it's about to go to the defense on that. So we'll see where that goes. But far as this case right here was, I hear a lot of people saying, hey, he should have just complied. The guy said he's scared. I get it. You guys can move in. You can talk him down. You can say, hey, look, man, if you ain't got no weapon, you don't reach for no weapon, everything gonna be fine. Look, I had a guy tell me that when the officer pulled up, because I'm licensed, I'm carrying that shit, and I reached my hands out the window as he pulling up, same way that guy did. Officer, he walked right up to my window. I had a tail light out. He walked right up to my window, and he was like, blah blah blah. He said, give my license. I said, and I give him my weapons license. I said, I do have a weapon. He was like, where's it at? I said, it's over here on the seat right here somewhere, because I had my car packed with I just DJ'd a wedding. So I had a lot of stuff there because I just be ready to go sometimes. I load it up a certain way, but when it's time to go, I just throw all that shit in the car and get the hell up out of here. I fix it and put it up in the morning or late on that night in the garage, but I'm just trying to get the hell out of the event, right? So I was like, I think it's right here under my under these crates right here, or it might be in the glove box, or I might have put it in the trunk. I said, but and he said, well, look, how about this? You don't reach for yours, I don't reach for mine. I'll be right back. He went to the car, came back, ran my lights, all that. Then, I mean, granted, he did fuck with me. He took me out of the car, made me do a breathalyzer. I had to toe the line. I had to do the nose thing. Well, I did the nose thing, the toe the line, all that other stuff. Follow the thing with your light. And then somebody came out. We did a breathalyzer. And after we was done, he gave me the because I kind of didn't want to do the breathalyzer at that point. I was like, why would you make me do all of that when you wanted me to do the breathalyzer? I was like, we could have just went straight to that. I was like, I ain't had nothing to drink like that, man. I told you I had a toast with the bride and groom. That's it. And sure enough, I blew well below the legal limit. I was like 0.1 or something. He was like, well, it did smell like alcohol, man. That don't he smell like alcohol? Then he smell. And he asking the officer too that he was like, no. But officer 2 was sitting there like this. Like Barney Fife, hand on the gun, face got the mean mug on it, and he was a young kid. Like he looked well younger than me, young white boy. I'm out here in Fayetteville, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They don't pull me over on the side of a dark road in Fayetteville, Georgia. My heart racing. And old boy was like, why you? And then he seems nervous. Why you so nervous? I said, I don't want to get shot. He said, what would make you think one of us would shoot you? I said, the news.
Really?
I said, look, bro, I said that shit. Look, because the whole time on the phone with him, my old lady had pulled over. She didn't want to pull right up on the scene because she didn't want the shit to escalate and more people. I told her, look, everything gonna be fine. But she was like, well, I'm gonna pull over. So little they know, my lady is across the street and had pulled over on the other side. And she's like watching from like a church parking lot. And I'm on the phone with her, but she's all, you know what I'm saying? But she's also watching everything. So I was just like, man, I thought it was gonna go bad for your boy. And look, the crazy part, this how much they stick together. Even after I passed the breathalyzer test, did the walk thing, the nose thing, the eye pupil thing. I was told if I wanted to speak to matter of fact, before I did the breathalyzer, I was like, well, I don't want to do a breathalyzer right now. Like, I don't think I should have to do that after all this other stuff. I know I passed all them other tests. I said, can I get a supervisor out here? He was like, yeah, but if we get a supervisor out here, I'm gonna have to take you to jail. That's what he told me. I was like, for one to speak to the supervisor, I got to go to jail. I'm gonna be arrested and charged. He was like, yeah, because you'll be refusing a breathalyzer. I said, I ain't refusing it. I just want your supervisor out here. I want to know, why do I have to do all of this? And I know I passed all of that. And then you still want me to do a breathalyzer. We could have did that from the jump. He was like, look, man, you do the breathalyzer, you pass it, you go on home. You want to go through all of this, want to talk to the supervisor and all that, I'm going to have to, put you in cuffs. We're probably going to tow your car. And then you're going to get to talk to call the tow truck, and I call the supervisor at the same time. I was like, well, shit, get the test out there, man. Let me go and do this shit. Go on, blow me. You know what I'm saying? That's my sneak diss for him. I said, go on and blow me. That's what he told me. And right there ain't the time and place for me to argue with him. So I was like, well, yeah, you can go and blow me with, you know what I'm saying, with the thing, man. Come on.
Pause.
And, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't pause. I was sneak diss, and I knew what I was doing when I said it. I was like, well, you can go and blow me then, man, with the thing, man. Let's get it. And he was like, all right. Because at this point I'm out the car. Because I got right out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I have a weapon, I'll tell the guy I got the weapon. I was like, hey, can I get out the car? The gun is in the glove box, or the gun is on the seat. Can I get out and get away from the gun? Because I don't want to be you to think I'm moving while you in the back checking nothing, but the gun is right here. Can I get out? And I actually had officers tell me, where is it at? In the glove box. I was like, can I get out? Yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, you want me standing in the front of the, and when I get out, I was like, do you want me standing in the front of the car or the back of the car? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. Like, because most Caucasian people won't know what it feels like to wonder when your kid get pulled over if he's gonna die. I heard somebody say that the other day, and the way they was expressing it, he's like, you don't think about, damn, my son or daughter might get killed by a cop doing a traffic stop. Like, that's another risk that you worry about, other than them getting robbed or getting murdered, or if you got a daughter, the ultimate fear of somebody doing, you know, trying to take something from her. You know what I mean, right? So that's our ultimate fear, but it's also this other thing right here that nobody talks about. If you are a person of color in this country, period.
Yeah.
Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, but you get it more if the darker you are, the harder you treat it, it seems. But with that, I've been on a tangent. I'll pass it off, let you get your spin on it. But let me go to the chat before you do. Shout out to Antoine Henderson. This is my cousin right here, man. He said this is a sick world we live in. God bless us all. Neophyte said in his uniform. Wouldn't you like to know said don't be surprised if the cop ends up killing someone in another county down the road. Derek Chauvin had 19 previous complaints. Wow. Neo Bokar right to the white's plane. I don't know what that means. Right in the white's plane. I don't know what that means. Neo, you got to let me know what that means. What you like to know said nope. In August, when I was 17, I was pulled over because I didn't have a current tag sticker. I was pulled out the car too, while no one stood by the squad car with her hand on her pistol. See what I'm saying? You said a cop tried to pull that breathalyzer bullshit on me too in Duluth. Of course, I passed. Yeah, man, I passed the breathalyzer test. Yeah, man. And I even asked the other cop why, because when he done and when we was done, he told me to blow harder. He told me to do it again, and I did it. And after he was, man, I got to pause on that. I shouldn't have said that. Look, but when I was done, he handed me. He did like this. He did like this. After we was done, he was like, "Here, take this." I said, "What's this?" Like it was the stem. He was like, "Keep that as a souvenir." And I said, "What that mean?" And then he walked to the car, and then he said something to the officer, maybe some kind of code to let him know I was bad. And then he comes back and basically comes back with my license and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And basically told me to get the taillight fixed. You know what I'm saying? And but while he's gone, I asked Officer 2, the young cop who's standing there like this the whole time with the mean mug and a hand on the pistol. I said, "So am I good to go?" "I'm good, right?" He said, "It depends on what he want to do." I said, "Hold up. I passed the breathalyzer. That's why he got me doing all of this. I should be being good to go, right?" Just up to him. It's up to him. And I was just sitting there, heart racing. He comes back, license ID. It's like, "Hey man, blah blah blah, be safe, man." He was like, "But yeah," and that's when he goes through that whole. He does smell like it though, right? But he passed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "All right, man." But the whole time, man, heart was. I was like, "Is today gonna be the day? Am I gonna be the next hashtag?" And they let me go, and I was just like, still just like, it's trauma. It's a traumatizing experience just to be there on the side of the dark road with the cop. So I get it why the guy pulled over to a well-lit area. And even when the cop took him out the car, how you say his name, Gutierrez, he was like, get down. At that point, he don't really have to get down. You can turn him around and just like, because I've had cops tell when I've been arrested before, can you step out the car, please? What's going on? Just step out the car for me. What's going on? Sir, please step out the car. I'm telling you to step out. All right, what's going? And now I'm getting out the car. Like, what's going on? Can you turn around, please? What's going? Go and turn around for me. I'll tell you in a second. All right. And that's when he grabbed me. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you got a warrant." I was like, give my wrist. That's why you told me like this, because you know what I'm saying. You had to take me through the steps, because. Bro, I got arrested right across the street from my house, bro, when I was living in Riverdale.
Damn.
Yeah, at the church parking lot, man. But yeah, man. So I get it. I understand you got a dangerous job, but you signed up for that shit. Like, I'm a vet, bro. When I went across like doing missions and we have to go deal with the civilian population, or we drive it, bro, we can't just be out there being reckless. And these cops are reckless, man. And I think a lot of the police are reckless because they have no accountability. They have that what they call it, quantified immunity. Like, come on, bro. Let me see who this is. Let me go to it. 951. Hold on. It ain't pulling up. Hey, 951, call right back. I had let the computer go to sleep over here. And if I answer on the phone over there, you're gonna be on the phone and not the show. So 951, call right back. Sorry about that. Or whoever that was, just call right back. We'll get you on.
It was a situation. I had that same scenario. My wife had picked me up from one of my jobs. I was working late, and I think it was like one of my truck, actually two of my trucks had messed up on me. So I ain't have no pickup truck to actually go to work. I had to fix both of them. And she had to drop me off, pick me up. And the night she was picking me up, it was like 3 a.m. Her tail light was out. And, the cop pulled me over. But I looked at several videos and procedures on how a cop pulled you over. So the first thing I did was roll down all the windows, turn on the center light because it was 3 a.m. So I turned on the center light, put my cell phone, put my wallet right there in the middle where the light was at. So, kind of right in between. If I'm reaching, the dash cam can see me reaching from the center, and the light is there, point blank. And my hands was on the steering wheel. So when the cop pulled up, his camera on him, even if it wasn't on, anything I reached for, I wasn't down in my pockets. I was leaning, anything, everything was up high. So when I didn't have no kind of like rough movements, anything, everything was right there in the middle where the light was at. So he was like, "Can I get your license?" Reached over, grabbed my license, handed it to him, put my wallet back up there. Cell phone was already up there with my wallet. So he was like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Why you do that?" I said, "This is training." And he just said, "Okay." Went to his car, came back. He's like, "Your tail light out." Okay. I was like, "Look, I got the bulb right here." I said, "I bought it the other day. I just didn't put it in because it was late. I already had the bulb in the car." So he was like, "Okay, go ahead and change that bulb today." I said, "I just bought it yesterday. Didn't have time. I change it when I get home." That was it. Went home, changed the bulb, no problem. But the whole point of it was, it was like he was looking for something because, 3 a.m. I'm on Riverdale. You already know what's gonna happen. He over there buying drugs or he doing something, But because I was already had that mindset to where I was kind of trained to do certain things, I'm not dealing with the average person. That's how he looked at it.
But listen to us and read the chat. You see what we're talking about here? We're talking about being conditioned and trained how to deal with police. I don't know. I can't say this for certain. Maybe one of my Caucasian friends could call in and tell me, man, like, are you guys trained and conditioned how to deal with police? I don't want to say that, but I doubt it very seriously because they're killed at smaller numbers. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a black and white thing. This is a policing thing. And whoever that was, like I said, who tried to call in, I didn't have it. I didn't have the line open. I'm sorry about that. But the phone lines are open. Anybody want to call in, tell us what you feel about this. And the link is out there in the chat. But if you're watching on Facebook, you won't see the link. It's only on YouTube. In the YouTube live chat is where you'll see the link. Go ahead, Neo. Welcome home, bro. How you feel?
Feeling pretty good, bro. Just wanted to chime in real quick. I hope my sound is all right. I'm just going to do a mic check real quick.
Yeah, you all right. It'll do. We'll work with it.
All right. I'll make sure I mute when I'm not talking.
I appreciate that.
Now, I have my experiences as well. This is a common thing, especially I'm from California. Southern California.
Okay.
I'm not from LA. However, you still deal with that same sort of policing style. It's rampant all over the place. A couple examples. First one. Everybody knows you got to be home by the streetlights. My parents gave me permission to be out past that. I thank my parents for that. I was at my girlfriend's house. I'm out watching movies and whatnot. It's late. They know I'm on my way home. I call them, let them know, blah, blah, blah. We know that. Got it. I'm beelining home. I'm riding home, book it. Get pulled over. Cop buses a whole, U-turn, donut / whatever, police maneuver. Puts me on the curb, hands behind my back, legs crossed, the routine. Right. Asks me, son, do you know how fast you were going? Officer, I'm sorry, but my bicycle doesn't have a speedometer.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Give it to him. All right, this nigga came in with a little jokey joke. I wasn't even expecting that. I like that one. That was a good one.
Right. Now, I mean, that's the crazy.
You want to open with that. I appreciate it. That was a good one. But look, on a serious note though, man, like people are being trained and conditioned as people of color. That's the media term, right? To train your children how to deal with police interaction. We're going to go to that other story out in, I believe it's Minnesota, right? It's where my brother Ricky at. Shout out to brother Ricky Williams. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. The guy is, they pull him over for the tree hanging out on the mirror, right? Then they run the tag and they realize he has a warrant. The warrant is a misdemeanor offense. It's a marijuana possession charge. And then he missed the court date where you have to do that. I guess you got to do a virtual appearance, or he missed an appearance basically, right? So he has a warrant, bench warrant. I got a bench warrant. That's why I got arrested for a bench warrant for an open cup of beer on my brother's porch. Beat the shit anyway, but shit was stupid. But they pulled me over and they walked up and gave him they walked up on him. Now he's going to jail. That shit is only $340. This brother is dead. Right? Now she reaches for the taser. She goes through it. Taser, but she did not have the taser. She fired one shot. You can hear it in her voice where she says, "Oh shit, it wasn't my taser. It wasn't a taser. I shot him." And you can hear the other officer say, "Oh shit." The police chief came out and basically said, "Hey, this was an accidental shooting." She called for taser. She screamed taser. That's the person you're subduing, and your fellow officers letting them know we're going to a less lethal amount of force, but we are about to multiply force, right? But she fired the weapon instead of the taser, which looks different. Taser definitely has markings on it. According to the chief, and I'm just doing all this for content, guys. I'm gonna show you the video. You're supposed to reach, your weapon is supposed to be on your dominant hip, and your taser is on your less dominant. I'm left-handed, so my weapon would be on my left. My taser is on the right. All right. And they do that for a specific reason as well. The mayor has spoke out and said, we have to be more responsible with our positions, and loss of life should not be an accident that we just take lightly. Okay. So the mayor is saying the officer should be relieved of duty. The police chief is saying she did things right. Let's keep in mind the chief serves at the pleasure of the mayor, right? So they're gonna get, I hope they get on one page, but yeah, this is not looking good. Or while I'm pulling this up for the viewers, you can take the floor, Neo, as well. Are you guys familiar with the story?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that story. I try to ignore it because it sounds like more BS. That, I mean, it like, if you make a mistake like that, you should be terminated. You should be fired. That's not no just random, accident. A person lost their life and you get a slap on the wrist. What is that? There's no respect for life. Doesn't matter what color you are. It does not. That's not a you're going to lethal threat. Lethal threat should not be the first thing. I mean, come on, right? It gets under my skin personally when these things occur. I get into debates at work all the time with people telling me that the reason why your gun's on the right hand side in your car is because it's more comfortable that way. I'm like, okay, it's comfortable for you. That's no excuse either. I get all types of these types of arguments and debates about them feeling threatened to any type of boys in blue splaining that they can possibly do. That's what you get, and that justifies any loss of life, but only when it comes to black folks. So I'm like, bruh.
Yeah,
but I digress. I can go on for hours about that.
As we see. Hey, Will, you like to know? Don't get mad, brother. I see you out there. I'm mad. I'm shaking. Shit, click the link. Come up here. You can talk to us, man. We can talk it out. That's what we're here for. But I don't want you sitting up there where you live at, all mad. My brother Wood, he's one of those affluent brothers. You know what I'm saying? He did well for himself. So he lives in a different type of community. But so I know he deals with a lot of the bullshit. Just going to the local grocery store, the gas station. See, I go to the gas station. Somebody might be like, nigga, you want some weed? Based on where I live at. He go to the gas station. They think he's the nigga selling the weed. Y'all see what I did there, right? Okay. So, but yeah, Wood, don't be like that, man. Don't feel stressed out about the shit, man. We're a family, we're a community, and we're here to talk through these type of feelings. That's what the show is about, right? So, got to get that kind of stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to this book I was telling you guys about. It's called bring it up right here for y'all. It's a good book. Y'all should read it. The Diary of an Emotionally Constipated Man. It's a good book. Y'all should read it. Bam. Yeah, definitely a good book. Diary of an Emotionally Constipated Man by Dr. William Flip Clay. Definitely a good read. So let me keep that moving though. And I'm gonna share this video with the audience, but I'm trying to find the version with the subtitles. Let me see that. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Sorry, I didn't have this already queued for you guys. Nah, that's not the one with the subtitles. I'll just play this one right here. Because it's pretty self-explanatory. But you can definitely hear the officer saying taser, taser, but she doesn't fire the taser. And I'm thinking if this is going to be the excuse where she can quote unquote get off on this, what stops every officer from just saying taser when they're shooting somebody? Because the precedent would be set, correct?
That's correct.
Now, this is the same city. I think this guy, his name was Muhammad Noor, or remember this story not too long ago? He was a Somali brother. Muhammad Noor, and he shot a Caucasian woman. I believe she was from Australia. And
yeah,
he was the one who had called the police. But when she came up, she ran up to the car. He said his partner was that's why he buzzed the shot, because his partner was so scared. Yeah, he going about 12 years, man.
Mm-hmm. And the thing of it was, just like he said, he shot in fear of his life of his partner. His partner, the lady came at him. At fear, he pulled a gun, shot, but same scenario with Philando Castile, same area. This guy was in the car, told you, I have a gun. Well, go ahead and give me your wallet. He goes and reaches for his wallet. Oh, that's a gun. Pow, pow, pow.
That's crazy, bro.
Same area.
And she was so calm. You remember his child's mother that was in the car? She was like, you told him to reach for, he's like, he reached for a gun. No, he didn't, sir. You told him to get his wallet, and he was getting his wallet. Because I think she was in shock. She thought he was going to make it. She knew it was shot, but she didn't think he was dying in front of her. You can start seeing him changing, even on camera. He starts swelling up in certain places, and he's losing life right in front of us and in front of his daughter.
And the point of it was, too, with him, she was fearing for her life. I mean, you just shot him in front of her and the daughter. What do you think he's going to do to her to cover the shit up? I mean, that's the kind of thing we deal with in society right now. 2 for the price of 1.
Absolutely. Shout out to my man Tay, man. I see you, big dog. Congratulations too. I saw you this weekend. Major moves, baby. We definitely gonna talk about that too. When we go into the boxing side of the show. But we got to talk about some of these other issues, man. Like I said earlier, if you guys are tuning in, please smash the like button. But I would be remiss if I didn't use my platform to talk about this as well, right? These things got to get discussed, and they got to get discussed from the ground level, not necessarily what you might see on MSNBC or Fox, or, and no disrespect to those networks, but we got to talk about our things the way we think they should be discussed. And I'm trying to bring it straight to you guys at the ground level, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me click play on this video. Like I said, warning, the video is disturbing. We do know somebody is about to lose their life, okay, guys? So bear with us, and if you got a weak stomach, got any children around, please try to get them out the room, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay, it starts off with that super cut right there. She shot him, and she sounds like she didn't know she shot him.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Everybody, all the cops. Did you see that though? All the cops look in shock. Like, he's looking like, what? Look at that cop right there. Like, oh wow. Look at his face. Okay. 20-year-old Daunte Wright was shot once by police and died after his traffic stop in
As
Minnesota.
I watch the video and listen to the officer's commands, it is my belief that the officer.
Now, this is the voice of the chief of Brooklyn Senate. His name is Tim Gannon.
Had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
My bad, y'all. Let me take that off the screen. I didn't bring that back. What are you talking about?
But instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
Now, he did try. Now, look, that wasn't smart, right? But you shouldn't get killed for not doing smart things, right? You shouldn't get killed. They know what the warrant is for when they pull them over. They know it's not felony murder. They know it's for misdemeanor marijuana and failure to appear. They can see all of that on the screen. Now, this is wrong. He shouldn't have tried to do that. But even still with the taser, why are you even trying to tase him right now? Because he's not trying to fight you. He's just trying to flee, right? He's not being violent towards you. He is just trying to flee. Some people don't like me saying that, but that's what I feel, man. They said they stopped him because his registration is expired. Now, I didn't hear that before. This is new news for me. I heard they stopped him because he had the air freshener hanging from the window. And I guess you're supposed to do that. They looked up his information. And so he had an outstanding warrant, which prompted arrest. Hey, can you step out the car, please?
Our hearts are aching right now. We are in pain right now. And we recognize that this couldn't have happened at a worse time. We recognize that this is happening at a time when our community, when all of America, indeed all of the world.
Yep. The world, Craig. Everybody looking at you, man. You shouldn't have we wore that dumbass hat. Why you got that hat on right now? Need a cut, I guess. He even got a cock to the side.
It's watching.
This is Mayor Hove right here.
Our community. That we are all collectively devastated. And we have been for over a year now by the killing of George Floyd.
All right. And that's coming from USA Today, man. So
every time he talks, I smell butter biscuits.
Man, but he said he wants the officer released. So we're gonna see. Dropping on down. I'll be in the back. Yeah, man. So shout out to She We Here. Thank you for pulling up, She. So tell me, Neo, and y'all talk to me in the chat. Do y'all think he should have been tased or shot? Somebody, my boy Wood said she's faking. He said I ain't buying her acting. Should
Completely is it's acting. I mean, it's acting completely. I've seen the same scenario where a white person, and again, we're taking it back to race again. A white person, the video was clear that this dude was resisting. Only he had a sawed-off shotgun, and they still didn't have it in their heart to actually shoot him. So taser or gun, it doesn't matter. If one person is treated one way and this other person is treated a different way, it's a moral complex that's at the discussion here. At the base of the discussion here, clearly one person is being treated different from another. Taser or pepper spray or whatever weapon that you have for self-defense, that's being used, whereas another person, I've seen cops run away from a person that had an empty weapon because they didn't want to confront them.
Wow.
These videos are everywhere. And I literally had to take a break from the amount of information that I've been going back and researching, diving into, and I keep seeing it and doing a comparative analysis on what it is that I'm looking at before I come to a conclusion. And I keep coming back to the same one. One person or one group of people is being treated differently than the other. Hands down, no matter how the argument goes, that's how it always ends. It's very plainly clear.
But here's the thing. So let me ask you this on the surface level, though. When you see him get back in the car, he breaks away, he gets back into the car, right? Shout out to Wood, you like to know. He said she was a senior officer, but still couldn't tell the difference between a taser and a loaded pistol. That's bullshit, right? Because they weigh different, right? The weight in itself is a different weight. So, but do you feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I think she was genuine. She sounded genuine, but maybe she's good acting, but she sounded genuine, like she made a mistake. Even still, people make mistakes all the time and still are charged. People make mistakes and lose their job. Some jobs, like you just can't afford to make that many mistakes, i.e. a cop with a loaded weapon, a pilot. You get what I'm saying? Driving a plane, flying a plane. You get what I'm saying? So come on, like it's called wreck. Look, people get charged with vehicular homicide all the time, even if they're sober, because they made a mistake. Illegal lane change caused this to happen. Hey, failure to yield. Am I insane here? Y'all let me know. Am I tripping? But go ahead.
Definitely not tripping. I mean, look at your average warehouse low-income job, right? You have a certain amount of days that they go without an accident. You be that one that breaks that streak, you're fired. I mean, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was an accident on-job accident, on-site accident, but you still lose your job for the accident. You didn't mean for it to happen, but if it's an injury, you're going to lose your job. If it's an accident, you're going to lose your job. Same thing should apply here, right? But even that standard isn't applied to these boys in blue or girls in blue, whichever one you want to have it. But it doesn't apply. The loss of life due to an accident doesn't apply to them. I'm going to be right out there, open and honest. It's not illegal to kill black people. I mean, if it was, so many cops would be in jail right now, but that doesn't happen. So that's all I have to really say about that. It's like that's what they're making it obvious, that there's a double standard and it's the norm. It shouldn't be, but it is. So I digress. Just trying to be brief about it, but she was a senior officer. She's already held to a higher standard. I mean, you're in a higher position. That doesn't mean you get more accidents, get out of jail free cards. You are held to an even higher standard because you're a ranking officer. Right? I mean, lower officer, maybe. Higher ranking officer, you're first on the chopping block. That's the leadership position. There's no excuse. Higher up in rank you go, the least, the lower your amount of excuses are for. I mean, because everybody else is looking up to you as to what to do, as an example as to what to do in a situation. You failed. So, yeah, like I said, I digress.
I just don't understand why, when I hear people say like, well, why didn't he just comply? We've seen people comply and still lose their life. I mean, we've seen it. I remember, what was the guy name? It was in was it South Carolina, where the guy told him, they pulled over, you could see him get out of the truck, and he took a shot. He was like, what's going on? He was like, where's your license? He was like, oh, he passes while realized he ain't got to go to his truck. Pop, pop, pop. Cops lit him up. He lived. And you can hear him saying, why did you shoot me? He said, well, you shouldn't be moving like that. You told me to get my wallet. No, Walter Scott was shot in the back. I remember him. He was driving the Benz, and you can see he's running away in slow motion almost. The cop just didn't feel like chasing him. He stopped, aimed, pop, pop, pop. And somebody just happened to be filming him. And they was like, yo, yeah, you can even see him planting the taser. Yeah, he said he had my taser, shot him in the back, and just aimed too. Like without that, and keep in mind, he still got off. They said that was a mistrial. Well, he didn't get off. He before the next trial, he pleaded guilty to a lesser crime. But come on, Walter Scott was murdered on camera, right in. You can see him running away. The guy didn't have a taser. He didn't plant no. You know, you can see them plant the taser the whole nine. And that man that was a mistrial. This shit right here, they might fuck around trying to make this a mistrial. Some bullshit, man. Pardon me. I'm pardon my language, y'all. Go ahead, Neil.
Well justified language for, questionable behavior. I seen that video too. I mean, the dude was like, how big was he? Like, he wasn't athletic. Like, how fast could he possibly run to get away from that?
Had some child support shit on him, probably. I think that was some child support shit he had going on. Like he had a revolt license due to child support. And that, come on, man. That's a whole nother issue right there too, the way that system works.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I have child support. They revoked my license. It's a whole ordeal, right? But there's not a reason to run. That whole situation was suspect for one. But I mean, come on, one fat dude and another fat dude. The other one runs away. But come on.
Yeah, I just never got it, man. But let me I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I think this shit was crazy right here, man. Yeah, it was at the gas station, Wood. I forgot his name. What's his name? LeVar Jones. Thank you, man. Will you like to know, man? That's why you're a friend of the show right there. Thank you, bro. That was his name. LeVar James. Rest in peace. Bear with me, y'all. Let me load this other thumbnail up.
It looks like I'm about to lose service. I'm gonna drop off and go back into the chat.
All right, holla at me, big dog. Appreciate you, man. We're about to switch the subject real quick. I just want to load this banner up. But I appreciate you tuning in, man. Be easy.
Be easy.
All right, my G. Yeah, man. But that's pretty much all I got for that one, man. It's truly unfortunate. What can I say, man? How many times are we gonna have these kind of stories? And especially in this climate when the whole country, like the mayor said, the whole country, everybody in the world is looking at you guys, and this where we at with it. So, well, man, we're gonna keep it moving, man. We're gonna keep it moving, yo. Let's switch this up, man. Damn, man. I just hate to keep telling these type of stories, yo. I hope we can get to some place where we won't keep having these kind of things, man. Where you see the cops getting off, like I said, as long as the cops' pension isn't being touched, as long as the police union, you know, you got retired cops who say, yeah, this is wrong. I don't support this. This is wrong. But you still pay those union dues, though. You get what I'm saying? You guys can stop supporting that. Because the union is paying for Derek Chauvin's lawyer. People of color are policed at different rates. We all know that. It's not a myth, right? But like I said, as long as these cops are not getting indicted, or we go through this sham trial, and then after that, the cop not only gets his job back, or he might just not get his job back and just sue the city and get a big settlement and go right off in the sunset. My man, like, the city shouldn't be held accountable all the time. Like, you got to attack these pensions, attack these unions, and that'll make bad cops stop doing this shit, or to make good cops step up and say, hey, nah, man, I'm not a part of that. I don't support that, bro, because no, some jobs, like I said, you can't have bad apples. Pilots can't just have a bad day. Chris Rock got this joke on his Netflix special on Tambourine where he said, I believe police are underpaid. Yep, police are underpaid. And everybody started booing. He said, hey, you get what you pay for. And I was like, and everybody caught it. But I was like, yeah, that's exactly the truth. Like, I get the joke, I get the metaphor, but the shit is sad, man. And yeah, we are getting what we paid for, and we suffering as citizens. We are suffering. We paying the ultimate cost. But this situation right here, this lady is clearly made a mistake. You cannot just keep your job and go about your rest of your life like nothing happened, and you make a mistake like this where somebody loses their life. I know I'm not insane when I think this, right? How many times we've heard stories of somebody dropping a pistol? You dropped the pistol when it went off, somebody got shot. You know what I'm saying? If I was to drop a pistol in here and I accidentally, God forbid, shoot someone, it's an accident. Yes, I dropped it, let alone pulled it and fired it. I dropped it. We have citizens all over this country every day who make mistakes that may cause someone to lose their life. And I'm not just talking about a DUI or something like that. I'm talking about you genuinely made a mistake. You illegal lane switch, or you didn't have headlights on, or whatever the case may be. You caused an accident, someone lost their life. Many times these citizens are still charged. We all know it. Now, these citizens aren't trained to the level that these police are supposed to be trained at. These citizens don't have a certain amount of public trust. These cops have a certain amount of public trust. When you do things like that, this is at least reckless, right? It's at least reckless homicide, right? Or come on. It's enough laws on the book where you can say, look, lady, I'm sorry, you made a mistake and somebody died. Now I know some people out there who are police enthusiasts and say, hey, if you start doing stuff like that, you're gonna make people not want to be cops no more. And you ain't gonna have, or if you feel that way next time you in trouble, don't call the police. No, that's not gonna make people not want to be cops. That's gonna make people do their job more seriously, take their job more seriously, take their time and de-escalate certain situations, take their time to actually do investigations. That's what we need. Need somebody to do the investigation, because these guys are out here like the Wild Wild West, man. It's like it's no recourse, it's no punishment. They just doing what they want to do. Jay Blues, what up, man? We're about to get into some boxing talk in a little bit. Just wrapping this other stuff up, man. I had to talk about it, yo. We're about to get into some boxing. I'm just loading up the thumbnails. But yeah, man. I'd be remiss, like I said before. I wouldn't be the person I am if I just spent the whole time talking about boxing. I had to talk about some of this social injustice and the civil unrest that is going on all across the country, man. But with that said, man, we can get into it, man. We can talk about a little bit of boxing, and I'll put the number back on the screen, and you guys can call in, or the link is out there if you want to pull up. We definitely gonna get into a little of this boxing talk. Got to talk about my man Boots Ennis, did his damn thing this weekend. Looked phenomenal. Michael Williams Jr. did a great job. He was fighting this weekend. Tay Jones did a hell of a job, man. Shout out to Tay Jones. Tay Jones did his damn thing. He stopped that boy early. He cooked that boy. I beat him. Yeah, that boy didn't want nothing. When Tay was giving him that work, at times he was smiling. Tay hit him. He thought Tay was gonna loop the right hand because he was doing like this, smiling. Tay caught him right straight. Boom. Eyes start crossed, legs start doing a stinky leg. Ref came in and said, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Yeah, but yeah, he was smiling at first, but once he got caught, though, that smiling was over. Shout out to Tay Jones, boy. You did that thing, boy. Did that shit. The Golden Warrior. He back, man. Also, Brian Norman fought this weekend. Boy, Atlanta was looking good this weekend, man. Atlanta's doing their thing, trying to bring some fights back to the city, and I'm all here for it. Shout out to World Combat Sports, the big homie, the OG. Oh, damn. I said his name, and he appeared just like that. I was just saying your name, talk about you. Shout out to World Combat Sports, doing it in a major way. My man got boots on the ground. He's front row, backstage, ringside, getting all the coverage, red carpet events, but he's definitely out here in a major way, and I appreciate him being a friend of the show, man. Let's get into some of this boxing talk, man. Let me start here. Y'all want to start with the Tyson Fury shit? Y'all know Eddie Hearn said they got a date, right? He said it's gonna be let me pull my notes up. He said if it happens, it can still happen. Matter of fact, nope. Let me do it in order. Let's do it in order. Boots Ennis fought this weekend, and he did a hell of a job. He was the showstopper this weekend, did some of the best work out of all the fights. A lot of people think Joe Smith Jr. got a gift, but I'm all for it. I'm glad to see him do his thing. Shout out to Joe Smith Jr. But this right here was the fight that many of us wanted to see. We wanted to see how Boots would look versus Lipinets. And I thought he looked amazing. It was times where you can just hear the punches landing. You can hear the emphasis of the way he was throwing the punch. You can hear the grunting with every shot. But it was also times where Lipinets looked like he was trying to fight back and do certain things, but he just didn't have nothing for Boots. He had nothing for Boots Ennis. And his trainer wasn't giving him no advice. His trainer was saying, what? Fight hard. You got to try harder, man. You got to try harder. Come on, Goosen. What part of the tactical I never heard that. I never heard that in training when they trying to give you some coaching, when we hire you on to be our coach. In a tough fight, when we need your help, we getting outclassed. He's beating me to the punch. He's banging me to the body. He's faster. He's stronger. He's longer. Pause. I need some advice from my corner. I go to the corner. They come back with, try harder. Bruh, that's all you got for me? That's what we paid you for? To tell me, hey, man, you got to try harder. I am trying. I never forget when Diego Corrales, rest in peace, God bless the dead, was fighting Floyd Money Mayweather. They was telling him things in the corner. All right. Goosen brought him back, though. Shout out to Goosen. That's probably why I thought of him, because Goosen coached him back when he was losing against Castillo, lost the point, got dropped twice, got dropped twice, then lost the point for the mouthpiece, right? He got up and stopped that boy. You know what I'm saying? But in that fight against Mayweather, he was an undefeated fighter. He was doing everything he could. He just had nothing for Mayweather. You know what Corrales told his dad? And he told I forgot the guy who was his trainer. He was Spanish. He used to be Floyd's cut man, but for that fight, he was over there as an assistant trainer. He was gonna make more money. It was like, man, your daddy gonna stop the fight. You got to do better. You got to try something. He looked like this. He said, I'm giving you guys all I got. Watch that fight. Watch the HBO commentary. You can hear it, and you can hear them repeat what he said. I'm giving you guys all I got. And Lipinets gave it all he got, but all he had was not enough. Shout out to Philly. You damn right, Derek Lincoln. Shout out to Philly in a major way. Boots Ennis did good, man. I was truly impressed. And after what I saw, y'all know what they saying now, right? Y'all already know. Let's put it on the screen. So he did great against Lipinets, and then they talking about they want to see this next. Some people saying, is he ready? Is he not ready? But I'm gonna let the chat tell me. Let me make sure I got the phone line open over here, and we got the number on the screen. So y'all call in, or y'all can beam in. It don't matter to me, man. Let me make sure the link out there. But I want to know, is he ready for this? Because it's a lot of guys out there who came up and did good without no major step-up fight. I hear some people saying, hey, nah, he need to fight Virgil Ortiz first. Let them battle it out. I guess. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight neither, but I think either of those guys are ready for those champions at 147. If not one of the champions, at least one of those guys that are considered top tier. Fold 2, what it do? Did I hang up on you or did I answer? Hello? Damn, did I hang up? I might have hung up on you. My bad, yo. You call right back in. I put you at the top. Go ahead. Man, I thought I answered it. I might have hung up on homie. My bad, man. You could call back in. Let me see. All right, you hung up that time. There we go. Talk to me.
What's up, Marq Nash?
What up, my G? How you feel?
I'm good, bro. Hey, man, of course he ready, man. If he say he ready, well, that's just like Ortiz. You know, he said, I might not be ready, but I'm ready, you know? So I say you got to give it to him. But he's on the Earl side of the street, bro. You know, Earl said he was going to clean up his side of the street when they're back there, back when there wasn't no threat. Now there's a major threat, and now they trying to send him over to Bud, bro. So, you know, that's all the politics and all that different kind of stuff right there. But hey, real quick, I wanted to ask you, man, did you see that F.A. Ojagwe punch though?
Nice. Boy, how could I miss it? Man, they played that. They played that shit like 3-4 times in a row. They kept saying, "Watch this sound." Man, look, imagine if that was your fame that was getting knocked out. I would be mad. I would be mad at ESPN. I was like, y'all didn't show everybody else knockout like that. Man, they showed that shit from the drone shot. They showed it from a fan shot. Somebody took a selfie with the knockout. They put that shit on TikTok. Like, man, they put that clip, like, it was just like boom, boom, boom. It was like a movie as much as they showed it. I was like, they still showing that knockout? They buying TV time. Like, but go ahead.
Hey, my man, Nate Robinson.
Right. Next time, hey, look, next time somebody talk to Nate Robinson, you know what he's gonna tell him? Silence. Gonna put them drops on. Gonna tell y'all silence. I ain't the last nigga that got knocked out. Go ahead.
Now here's the one thing I was gonna say though, with as far as Boots goes, right? With him being young, 23 or something like that, and being a big 147, you know, I'm wondering if it'd be better for him to get to 54 and get acclimated. You know what I mean? So by the time he's 25 or 26, he can be, you know,
hold up, you want him to,
ready for a championship.
Hold up, you want him to just not fight none of these top guys and go straight to?
No, well,
is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, well, I'm asking you the question, right? When was the last time
you act like a little bitch right now?
At 47 mixed it up. Now at 54, it seems like there's no hiding. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to fight somebody in order to be able to fight. You know, at 47, you know, it's almost like the beauty contest. You know, she get you know, different points and my
G, I want to see
the people. Yes,
look,
sir.
My G, I gotta see these fights, man. These top guys need to fight each other. If they ain't gonna fight each other, fight one of these young gunners, man. What are we talking about?
Hey man, when you old school, bro. You old school. Man, it's a new time now, man. Hey, hold on. They got to get on the gram. You know what I mean? They got to get their followers up. That's all they care about, man. And you know, they can pop the corn, But as far as getting in the ring and getting it in, because the guy was talking today about terrible Terry Norris, right? And they were talking about by the time he was 27, you could kind of see him slowing down, or his skills or whatever. And the thing is, these guys, by the time they get to 27, they haven't really even had those different wars and fights and stuff that like a Terry Norris went through. And it's a lot different and a lot safer, man, because it was a lot more dangerous back in the day. But I would be curious, with you in World Combat, as far as if you guys think he should stay at 47, because like with me, I think, man, it's more of a the welters have to wait. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily got to go in there and fight. It's get up to the position, and then you wait. And it's and see, and that was the frustrating thing, man, as far as being a Crawford fan, right? Is before he even got to the division, they was already talking about freezing him out. So and it goes on with different guys. You know what I mean? He ain't the only one being avoided or frozen out or whatever. And that's the thing that takes away from the sport. As far as like with UFC, you can't hide. And last thing I wanted to say, bro, I don't know, did you see the ladies fight with woman, Ebony Bridges? She's from Australia.
Yeah. The one who got stopped. She stopped the older looking lady, right?
No. She didn't get stopped, man. But she had an eye.
Oh yeah, the eye
like
closed.
Yeah, man. But she kept battling. I mean, man, that lady took some punches, and
I know.
They
she took a selfie, and she's smiling on the selfie. I that selfie kind of going viral right now because her eye closed. Her eye closed, and I'm gonna try to find the picture real quick. I'm gonna show it on the screen.
Hey, well, did you see the weigh-in?
I ain't see the weigh-in for the ladies. I ain't
man, you got to see the weigh-in, bro.
Why? What happened?
I'm telling you, hey, man, hey, bro, you just got to see the weigh-in, my brother. Hey, man, but I'm gonna get back y'all fall off into the chat, man. Hey, my man Derek Lincoln, I seen he was out there too, man. I just wanted to shout out. Hey, man, but continue on, man. Great show, man. Smash the like button, people. Share and subscribe on all platforms.
My brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Hey, man, like I said, man, y'all the best part of the show. Without y'all, man, I'm just a dude sitting and talking to myself. So I appreciate you guys calling in, and I appreciate y'all in the chat as well, man. Y'all be in here saluting more than anything. Y'all don't even be talking about the subjects every time. They niggas be in here saluting. I'm talking shit. I'm joking. Shout out to Andrew Charles, man. What up, my G? Derek Lincoln, what up? PG, Big Dog, Neo, She, what up? Let me keep it moving. Another thing I wanted to talk about tonight. Man, I ain't mean to hurt nobody's feelings with that though. But the salute. But y'all know we be in here saluting like a motherfucker. Nigga be salute. Reggie Owens So's coming with the salute. I love you, dog. I love you, man. It's all love. And Reggie, man, is doing great coverage on that Derek Chauvin trial too. And I appreciate what he's doing in a major way. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Reggie Owens. Look, man, let's get into this, man. I want to see this fight though, man. I will watch it. No, and for the who was that? Derek Lincoln that said I'm trying to protect Bud. Who was that? Let me see. Nash, you don't want to see you don't want Boots to fight your boy. Trust me. Why not? I ain't protecting none of these niggas, man. It's all love on this side. If he's everything he said he was, he's supposed to then get in there and do what he's supposed to do. I'm cool with that, my G. Derek Lincoln, don't play with me like that. You already know what type of time I'm on. No, man. No, I'm not trying to protect none of these fighters, man. Like my man said, yo, there's too many fans out here. Y'all want to be the trainer, the promoter, the manager. Y'all want to work on the dude contract. Like, bro, nah, man. Y'all want to decide where the fight gonna be fought at. Talk about the gate, who's gonna be the A side, man. And half the time, some of you folks ain't even gonna watch the fight. I mean, they ain't even gonna go to the fight. Some of them ain't even gonna pay for the pay-per-view. They gonna steal the stream. I mean, I don't did it too, so it's okay. I ain't judging. But come on, man. Let's get it. Like, I want to see the fight. I think Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, they're both ready for the top guys. And if these top guys aren't fighting each other, fight one of these guys. I don't think they have any problem with mixing it up with each other. I would love to see that. And if you out here trying to protect a fighter because you think he's a good guy, he's a good fighter, and you don't want to see him lose, you know what I got to say to that?
You act like a little bitch right now.
Yeah, bitch right now. 856, you in the mix.
Yo, it's your boy Derek Licking, man.
My G, what up?
What's going on, man?
Jeez, why you say I don't want to see the fight?
Man, trust me, you don't want to see that fight, bro.
Why? Tell me. Tell me.
That's gonna be the end for your boy Bud, man. That's why I'm telling you.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Silence.
Yeah. Hit you with
I
that
just
dragon
said, bro.
Let me ask you something. What is Boots? What I'm gonna ask you two questions, right? Loaded, of course. Two loaded questions, but you're free to answer both in any order. What do you see in Boots Ennis that makes you think he will stop Bud? I mean, stop Bud's reign, I guess, because Bud is on an undefeated reign and he's on a knockout streak, right? So what do you see?
I see Bud suspect him, bro. My man ain't never fought like no top competition, man, for real. Like he hasn't fought anybody top for real. And I just feel like when he get in there with Boots, man, he just gonna show him something, man. And Bud with that suspect chin, bro, I think it's just gonna be a wrap. Like Boots is too skilled. He never fought anybody skilled like that.
Really?
Yeah, and I think Boots got a better chance.
At welterweight or in his career period? Because he
just
fought
career period.
I'm about to say, he fought gold medalists. He took belts off of people in their backyard. Decorated. Kel Brooks was a decorated Olympic.
You know what I'm saying.
What you saying? I don't know what you saying. You gotta tell me what you saying.
Not anybody that top nice though. Like not anybody that good. Like he beat mediocre people that he was supposed to beat.
He beat mediocre champions then, right? These guys were champions for a reason. Look, I love this shit. Let's go. Tell me, how do you become a 4 belts over here, 6-time champion, 2-time lineal, undisputed? My nigga, if it was that easy, we all would have did it.
It was all bums. It was bums with belts, bro. It was bums with belts. Like,
so he just hit the lottery 6 times.
And now that he at 147, he content with just that WBO belt, man. That's why he stay over there with Top Rank. He don't want to sign nowhere else. Now he don't want to fight Earl.
Oh my God,
it's crazy. Like my man Ducky, he don't want to fight Porter. It's an excuse for everybody.
I don't even think I can get 2 calls.
For everybody, man.
Hey, you calling me again?
Who?
Hey, look, I don't even know how to do 2 calls on this shit, man. Yeah, look, I don't got 2 lines. Actually, I do got 2 lines. I can open up the Google voice, but whoever this is, whoever this is, call right back, man. Hold on, let me see who this is. Yo. All right. My bad, man. I don't think I can do
you good, bro.
Nah, but I got a Google voice line. I can set that up. But this is probably the most calls we had in one night. And I love it, man. I like talking to y'all doing it like this through a phone call instead of always beaming. Cause some of y'all niggas be up here just beaming too much. I be like, nigga, you ain't saying shit. You just up here. Nigga I be up here waiting for somebody to say something. He be like, my bad. I had to go take out the trash and fix me a sandwich. I'm like, nigga, we about to end the show. I've been calling you, telling you to come back. Bro, we don't switch 3 topics. Hey, look, I don't know if he there or not because I'm like, yo, go ahead. All right, we'll try him again later.
10, bro. Boy, man.
Hey, look, man. Look, boxing, you gonna get hit, especially when you going in there trying to get a guy out there. But for the record, he don't have any. My G, he don't have any clean knockdowns though, do he?
Huh?
Has he been counted, dropped and counted?
Nah.
Cause Floyd was actually counted. You know that, right?
Yeah. No, Floyd didn't count.
Floyd did get counted because he hurt his hand and he took he.
When he got hurt his hand, yeah. When he hurt his hand, I thought you were talking about
Zab.
When it was Zab Judah.
But that was legal too, though. That should have been counted.
Yeah.
And he became TBE. Y'all guys looking too much into that, man.
But my man getting dropped against bums, though. I'm just saying.
Nah, was it a clean drop?
I understand.
The only
but I'm
thing
just
you
saying,
talking
you
about the
fight somebody like
Clavelaskis,
on a
right?
Boots level. Now you're going on a Boots level. You getting dropped by BC level fighters, bro. Now we talking about going up to the A level now. I'm just saying, man. I want to see us like one
Jermaine
A level
said,
fighter
who
once,
did Boots
just
beat?
one time, just so I could see.
Hey, Lincoln, shout out to Jermaine Tyson. He said, well, who did Boots beat? If you're trying to say Bud didn't beat nobody, isn't Sergey Lipinets his best fight ever?
Yeah, that is his best fight ever.
What you think Bud would have did to Lipinets?
I think he probably would have dropped him too, but probably later on, probably about 10, 11th round. It would have took him longer to beat him.
10 or 11th round.
10 or 11th round.
Yo, my man Andrew Charles said Boots punches too wide. Bud will counter him all day. Let me put this link out here, man.
Nah.
Let me put this link out there. Supreme, you want to beam, man? Boots, Jermaine, any of y'all. Like I said, it's always open over here. It's all love. Y'all can beam in while I'm on the phone, but I don't think I can do two on the phone at the same time. I have to open the Google Voice up. But he said Boots punches too wide. I don't know. I don't see all that wide shit, Andrew.
No.
Boots look very technical sound.
Boots is sharp, man. He's sharp.
Yeah. Do you think he's more dominant righty or lefty?
He looked both to me, man. He like he said after he got done fighting, he just fight whatever he feel comfortable with at the time. That's just what he roll with. He said he ain't a righty or a lefty. He just go whatever he feel comfortable with at the time. Why he going just based off of straight instinct.
Well, I got y'all here. Let me ask y'all this too. Do y'all think we're gonna get this Tyson and Fury and AJ fight? Because we supposed to get that, right?
Yeah, they said AJ, if they don't hear anything by Tuesday that he gonna move on. So I don't know. We supposed to find out tomorrow.
All right, because what I'm reading here is it says Eddie Hearn said, and this was 1 day ago, right?
And
it said Eddie Hearn said the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua date unification will be on July 24th if it happens at Wembley. So Wembley isn't still out of the picture yet. You get what I'm saying?
Good,
that's dope.
Yeah.
If they can, do it in Wembley, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Because just the atmosphere is gonna look crazy.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on with Wilder's situation.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's been silent about it, and I respect the man's privacy. They said every time I hear him or anybody from his camp talk about it, they say they can't talk about it. So I just keep it moving. I'll talk about the things that we are hearing things from. Eddie's talking about this fight, and I ain't gonna lie. If they fight, I'm gonna be right there watching it. I ain't gonna be right there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be right here watching it, of course. But shout out to my man Big Dog. He said Boots is ready. He can beat Spence, Bud, and destroys Ortiz and Thurman. Future undefeated at 147 and 150. Boy, oh, too much power. Elite athlete. Philly, stand up. Yeah, see, you biased though, ain't you? Ain't you biased though, my G? Ain't that your city? Boy, them Philly boys be riding hard, yo. Shout out to JFL.
That's my city too, most definitely.
Oh man, y'all be biased, man. Y'all be super biased. Like,
nah, but I like Boots though. But I just don't know if he can. I don't know if he could beat Spence.
Yo, and shout out.
Don't know if he could beat Spence.
Me neither. I don't look.
Yeah, I know he could beat Bud.
Oh, you tripping? I take that bet though.
Yeah, he could beat Bud.
Hey, if it's go time, let me.
We got to bet on that fight too, bro. If they fight, bro.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bet on that.
Betting on that.
We're gonna bet on that.
We definitely betting on that one.
Hey, bro, because he ain't never fought nobody like Bud Crawford. But I think Bud Crawford has fought guys like Boots before it. Black fighters, athletic.
I don't think so. You know he lost to you guys in the amateurs, right?
Who?
Bud.
We talk about amateurs?
Yes.
You talk about amateur boxing where they wear headgear, right? And body shot, you talk about amateur boxing where they wear headgear and the judges don't even really be counting body shots, bigger gloves. You know, in amateur boxing, you know, the referee by rules can even give you tips sometimes, right? Hey, man, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up, man.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I'm just saying.
Hey, look, a lot of guys lost to people in the amateurs and they end up stopping them as a pro, bro. We've seen that before. How Ugas get that strap though?
I'm definitely taking that back.
How Ugas get a strap? Didn't somebody give it to him or something? The one he elevated or what happened with that?
Yeah, but I still think Ugas beat Sean Porter.
You thought he beat
he
Sean
got robbed
Porter?
on that fight, man.
Look, man, a lot of people thought you're not alone in that sentiment, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Sean Porter fought differently too, and Sean Porter said,
he did.
He said he fought that way. He was like, yeah, we wanted to work on something different, try to show him the jab. No, you was getting chopped up.
That. That was the first time I really started seeing him develop his boxing game.
Nah, bro, because he couldn't go in there with Ugas like that. Ugas was chopping him up.
Yeah.
And Ugas was like walking through some of that shit, like, yeah, I'm on you. Ugas was coming towards him. And Sean had to move and dance off the back foot because he couldn't be the aggressor. He couldn't bully Ugas. And that's why Ugas was sick. And a lot of his fans and family were sick too after that decision was made. Go ahead, though. I'm gonna go to the chat.
All right. Shout out to Cadillac Red.
Oh, yeah. He said, tell me about that that Bud announcement, though. Where is it? I don't know, bro. I don't know if you saw that episode. I talked about that already. How Bob Aaron and how promoting. I think I was talking to Ricky about that too. Like Cap is the new promotion. And like, but that's what they're supposed to do. Keep their fighter's name in our mouths, pause. In between fights and building up to a fight.
Yeah, what happened to him and Pacquiao?
Right, bro. Right. Now, after all that hype, bro, he can't come out here and say, yo, I'm gonna fight for Melo or Fortune. Oh, not Fortune, for Melo. Or I'm gonna fight Jesse Vargas or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to hear, man. That's all we ever been hearing.
I hope not, bro.
Hey.
But let me while I got all of you guys here. Yeah, Bud is Supreme Bud is in Creed 3. That was the big announcement. Oh, is he really, or is that a bar? I don't get it. Because if so, I'll be surprised. I was like, that nigga in a movie? He gonna read some lines and go out there and act? I don't believe it.
Right, I know, right?
Like Bug, I'm like, I'm going fishing.
They don't even seem like him.
I don't even think they will hire Bud for that. Last time I saw Bud selling some fireworks, man. It was like they had some. I was somewhere and they had some Bud Crawford fireworks. I was like, you bullshit. And then I looked at the fireworks, and it turned out it was like a racist company somewhere. It said like, yo, we're not selling to black people. I'm like,
and I met Boots last January, bro. And I was at the Jason Rosario and J-Rock fight in Philly, and Boots was there. I took a picture with him and everything. He was a cool dude.
Right, I'm listening to you, but Andrew Charles Porter is not no killer, man. He's not. He's not. He's durable. He's tough. He keeps coming. But
true.
But other than that Ugas fight, I ain't never really seen Porter fight off the back foot. And when I saw him with Ugas pressing him, he lost. Kell Brooks pressed him, he lost. Thurman pressed him, he lost. Spence pressed him, he lost. Brook pressed him, tied him up, he lost. When Sean Porter is left to his devices and he can just bully headbutt. I'm not saying it's intentional, but it is part of the fight game. It's part of it. You're gonna get a headbutt, you're gonna get an elbow a little bit. I'm not saying it's all intentional, like he's intentionally dirty. He's just a rough fighter. But Sean Porter ain't got no power, man.
No.
All the muscles, but no knockout. Who said it best? Who was I talking to? They was like, yo, I don't know who I was talking to. They was like, yo, Sean Porter is like the 2020 or, our version of, or this new generation of Tim Bradley. He's durable. He's tough. Yeah, he can fight 12 rounds. He's durable, tough, can give you 12 rounds, got a hell of a beard. He going to give you a good scrap. He's always entertaining, but he ain't in there about to knock nobody out.
True. That's a great comparison.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to D-Ray though. He said when J-Rock he said when J-Rock back D-Ray. Okay. These niggas out here salute.
What's up, D? Back.
I don't know, man. I was talking to somebody about J-Rock coming back the other day, and they was like, yeah, J-Rock, yeah, man, you can come back from a loss. I might have been my brother Reggie. He was like, J-Rock come back from a loss. I'm like, he's still not a champion. I mean, not J-Rock, not J-Rock, Lubin. We was talking about Lubin coming back from a loss. And I was like, well, did he come back? Because he's still not a champ, or is he just now in the winner's circle? Got back in the winner's column? Because I still don't see Lubin going in there and doing nothing with Mel.
Nah. He's overrated, man.
Mel gonna give it to him like Maul gave it to him.
Pretty much.
Maybe worse, because he got more. He at this point now, he got a lot of championship experience, and he know what it feels like to have that belt saying "and the new," and it goes to somebody else. So, yeah, but I can picture Maul going up too. I mean, Mel going up to 160, man. After he clean out the division, I don't see him staying around. I see his brother going up to 68, and he gonna go up to 60. And when he go up, I think Spence might go up.
54 when he go up.
Yep. And we might not see that Crawford fight right then, unless Crawford move up. And I think Crawford will move up because them belts gonna get scattered. The 154 belts gonna be scattered around when Jamel vacate.
You think Crawford gonna move up to 54?
Hell yeah, he was talking about moving up to 54. It's a clip going around with him, Danny Garcia, and Andre. They all together. And he was like, man, look at these dudes. They huge. They my size. And I fight at 60. Yeah. He's welterweight. And when you see Crawford a little big, but I think Danny, and you can hear Danny just picking up on the mic, and he's saying, yeah, man, I don't feel strong at 47 no more. I'm like, when were you?
Right.
Like, you never took the strap off nobody at 47, bro.
At 147, man.
Yo, and y'all say, and y'all be out here calling Danny, look, I give him his credit, but y'all give Danny more credit at 47 than y'all give Bud for losing.
Yeah, because at least he tried to take the, the
get the fuck out of here, man.
Why.
Hey, look, jump off. Hey, look, go to your roof.
Lincoln, even trying.
Lincoln, go to the roof of your house and jump off and try to fly and see how much credit we gonna give your ass for trying to fly off the roof.
Hey, man, at least he gave us the fight. You know what I'm saying? He gave us the fight. He ain't out here fighting the bull down the street. You know what I mean?
But he did, though. He has, though. Danny Garcia has.
No, I'm saying, yeah, Danny Garcia, yeah. He fought people down the street, but he also gave us good fights, too.
Good losses. Good losses, and y'all call him an elite welterweight.
Yeah.
Who he take the strap off? I'll wait.
Nobody.
Come on, nobody. Man. Where we at? Where we at with this? I'll wait, my G. Who did he take the strap off?
Nobody.
I like Danny, and I don't mean no disrespect.
Yeah, I like Danny too.
But when we talking about the welterweight division, Danny has always fell short. He falls short. He keep falling short. But y'all give him credit for falling short.
He takes the fights, man.
He loses the fights. He takes the check. My nigga, he taking the check. What you talking about? I'll go in there and fight Spence.
But he give you a good scrap every time, man.
I might not give you a good scrap, but I'll go out there and fight him. I ain't saying I might not give y'all no good scrap. They're gonna be like, look at Marq Nash, man. Hey, look, motherfuckers be taking them bets on
just like AB. AB the same thing. He gonna take the fight. You know what I mean?
AB out here stealing money. AB out here stealing money, and everybody know it. AB stealing money, and y'all get AB credit. Is AB elite welterweight? What if Crawford? Look, and nobody puts pressure on AB like, man, you need to be fighting some of these other guys. He talking about I'm gonna be a champ again. Where? Where's AB gonna be a champ at? AB can't be a champ at 40 or 47.
Right. He ain't be a nobody, man, top anymore. He won't let his hands go. He just scared.
AB the catchweight champ. They're gonna make WBC gonna make a new belt for him. Now that's the real bridger weight right there. The weight that bridges Adrian Broner from the elite. Shit, man. I can't.
I don't even think it's about weight classes no more. He just scared that his hands go ever since Madonna messed his chin up, man.
Come on, man.
When he broke his jaw, he ain't never been the same.
I've been said that, yo. Adrian Broner, he talked too much shit to be out there being a punchline and somebody battle rap versus. because that's what he was. I remember what Fabulous had the line. He was like, "Have you looking like Adrian Broner in them ropes?" You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like he was a meme. He was a gift. He did all that humping that man. Then he was getting his ass cooked. He got dropped twice, once with a hook, once with a body shot, and then he started getting humped.
That was a sad day, man.
Bro,
I was a big Adrian Broner fan, man.
Who wasn't? Look, you know how look, he's on so many compilations with when trash talking goes wrong. Like, look, he's in that same compilation beside that one dude who came to the boxing ring doing all that dancing. You know,
man.
He's in that same compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like AB, but AB's done, man. As far as being
he is
competing amongst the elite, yo. AB out here just getting a check, and I'm gonna let you know what. I'll watch it. I ain't gonna pay for it, but
I will too. I ain't paying for that either. But I'll watch it though.
Hey man, let me get a couple picks on this Fury AJ, man. Let me get a early prediction on this shit, man. Who you got and why?
Who, AJ or Fury?
Yeah, who you got and why?
Oh man, man, I hate to say it, but I got Fury, man.
Why?
I want AJ to win, but I think Fury won't win.
Enlighten us. Why?
Just after seeing how AJ fought after he fought Ruiz, man, he hasn't looked the same since, man. He looks real scared and timid now when he fights. He's not real loose and like how he was. He was more confident. I don't see that confidence in him anymore. He lost that, man. That fight. Yeah, okay. He's fighting real timid now. I don't know. He lost a dog. He really did.
Go to the chat. Damn, I missed something. My bad, I missed some of these checks. He said, stop. He said Danny only got destroyed by Spence. Porter and Thurman fights were close. Danny always can give you a good scrap when he lets his hands go. He lets his hands go. But Danny sit there. He'll just sit there and he wants to counter sometimes. He doesn't want to lead the dance, as some would say. Yeah. He got to lead the dance sometimes. And
the thing with Danny, he's always looking for that perfect shot. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of letting his hands go, he's always looking for that perfect shot.
Right. And you're not gonna get no perfect shot sometimes.
Exactly.
At this level,
nah.
You're not gonna get the perfect shot. And also, what was I about to say? Thurman got a video out somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but Thurman is actually saying, "Hey, it's a blueprint to beat Danny." If you throw 3 or 4, you try to throw that third or fourth, he gonna catch you. So I'll go in with pop and get out the way, or I fake and then pop and get out the way. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But if you try to hit him with the 4 or the 5th, like he gonna catch you with something. So I might do a 2 or a 3 on him, but then I get out the way. And when you watch it, that's what he did with Danny. That's what Spence did. That's what Porter did. Porter and Spence both have fell short at their biggest level. And I was disappointed at the business side. If you watch the Porter Way podcast, he talks about why he didn't get a rematch. Without saying too much, is what he said. He was like, yeah, we wanted that, but the business, a lot of fans don't know that's how it goes. Sometimes you can get it, and we was trying to get that in there. I was like, hold up, so you don't lost your title 3 times, right?
Right.
And you never had a rematch. Look, I love your father being your trainer, but maybe he shouldn't be the business manager.
Exactly.
Or maybe he needs somebody else to come in. Why is Al Heyman not doing that? Is it the guys you're fighting? Like you had leverage. You was the IBF champ fighting Kell Brook over here in America. You should have had a rematch clause. When you fought Keith Thurman, you had what he had? He had when he fought Thurman. He was trying to take Thurman's belt. My bad.
Yeah, he was trying to take Thurman's belt.
When he fought Spence, though, he had the WBC. He beat Danny for the vacant, got the WBC, and then you over there fighting for the WB. You got the WBC versus the IBF belt. We already know which one is supposed to be more prestigious, right? Now, granted, clouds over that because they pressing them up like Come on, bro. They making them shits like they candles.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It's crazy. There's too many of them out here.
But you didn't get a rematch clause with Spence?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what the hell he's thinking.
What is Al Heyman doing for you? Or did Spence say, no, I'm not going to get no? Come on, man. Jermaine said, my boy Jermaine out here. Shout out my brother Jermaine. Happy belated, Jermaine. I got a gift for you, too, when I see you, bro. It's my brother right here, Jermaine Tyson's Supreme Loyalty Kennels. He got those red nose pits for you, Red Boy Jocko's down here in Georgia. He said he didn't want no more Kell Brook. Shit, he want that money that title brings, though.
Right.
Having that title, man. Say what you want to, bro. Being a champ still means something.
But and then Earl's supposed to be fighting Ugas in July.
Yeah, man. I hope it ain't the same day as this one, but it looks like it's gonna be that same Saturday. Everybody trying to fight in July. Everybody can't fight in May, and everybody can't fight in July.
Right. That's the two fights.
Bro, they all trying to fight at the same time. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta
right.
It's not gonna work. The cream gonna rise to the top, bro. But I was on Rap Star Boxing Knowledge Show yesterday. Shout out to Major Key, was there too. And we were talking about Tyson Fury having weaknesses and AJ having weaknesses. I pose this question to my audience as well. What weaknesses do you guys see in either of the guys? And I'll start with you, and then I'm gonna try to see if we can get somebody else on. But talk to me. What weaknesses do you see in Tyson Fury? Because you told me AJ's weakness, right? You just said he looks shaky, right?
Yeah, he just looks shaky.
Okay. What about Tyson Fury? What do you see in him?
I don't really see a weakness in him.
Come on, man. Everybody got a weakness, baby. Come on now.
I don't see it.
This nigga over here dick eating, bro. You dick eating. Get out of here with that shit, man. Everybody got a weakness.
I don't know what it is, bro. One shot by Wilder, bro.
Yo, look, everybody got a weakness, man. Even if it's and everybody has an advantage, right? I always tell people this. There's no such thing as a fair fight. That's why I always tell people, look, man, leave me alone, bro. I'm going straight towards the weaponry early. I ain't playing with you. I ain't out here to play with you. This ain't no sanctioned fight where we in no ring, bro. This is a street fight. I'm going for the weaponry early. I fear for my life. You know why? Because somebody got an advantage. Well, it's just one-on-one. No, he got an advantage, whether it's a height advantage, weight advantage, skill set advantage. Shit. My dog just died yesterday, nigga. He got a mental advantage. You get what I'm saying? Somebody has an advantage. And one of Tyson Fury's weaknesses, in my opinion, might be he does have lapse in concentration when he's out of the ring too long. Another thing I saw with Tyson Fury is the weight. He blows up in weight in between fights. Another weakness was when he fought Otto Wallin, the straight left that cut his eye and had him Otto Wallin was hitting with that left all night, and then Tyson Fury was able to bully him just due to his enormous size and stature. But yeah, he has some weaknesses, man. Even with the way he slaps with those punches. Some people say he slapped with him because he slides them off a little bit. It's something in him. Well, I don't know. What I do know is that slapping, punching shit, I ain't gonna rock with it. I was talking to Sugar Hill on the boxing, on the barbershop. And when I was shout out to Fred, let me interview him and ask a couple questions when he had him on. And he said, yeah, I was like, well, how do you take a guy from not being a knockout puncher and then you make him a knockout puncher? You get what I'm saying? He was like, I would change the way I changed the fundamentals. I was like, in one camp?
Right.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah. I was like, well, it's times where if you watch that fight, some people are still saying he's slapping with those punches. And that we all know that's not proper. He was like, right. And he kind of just blew it off and kept moving, And Fred was like, all right, we're gonna go to the next call. I was like, no, nigga, that ain't what's going on. He's still slapping with those punches. That's not how you throw a punch, and that's a flaw to be slapping with that left hand,
Yeah, it definitely was something in the gloves, man.
And with AJ, I think I don't question his heart. I gotta disagree with you there. I'm about to go right to you, Sir Senior. Got Sir Senior backstage, and I see.
Okay.
No, you good. And I see the thing with AJ is his gas tank. AJ seems like he get tired early, like 4th, 5th round.
He does.
I do see Tyson Fury still seemed like he was bouncing on his feet. Even on that 12th round after Wilder technically knocked him out. Long count, he got up, but he was still able to come back. And some say he evened that round out. You know, instead of a 10-8 round, he might have got 1 point back. You know what I'm saying? Made it a 10-9.
Right.
Because he did look better after getting up. And and he was still bouncing. So I get it. But that gas tank for AJ is what I worry about. And I wonder what weight he will come in for. It's like, is he gonna keep that lean going more towards a leaner Terminator, or is he gonna be the old Arnold Schwarzenegger type build? You know, because those muscles get heavy, those muscles need oxygen. But
Exactly.
I give you the final word though, Derek Lincoln.
Oh no, man. Just salute to everybody. I know you was clowning us on the salutes, but you know, salute everybody, salute in the chat, and everybody have a good night.
Nah, we ain't going nowhere yet. Nah, don't have no good night. Stay where y'all at. Nah, I appreciate you, Derek. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. No, it's all love. It's all love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, y'all are the best part of the show. And thanks for being family and friends to me on when it comes to this boxing shit. I love to talk to y'all about boxing. Shout out to my man Blood Boxing too. He's like I told him last night, I was like, bro, you like Rain Man when it comes to this shit. You talk to him about anything. He'd be like 1976, Sugar Ray, 5th round. It was a left hook. He parried with the jab, caught him with the. I was like, how do you remember all of that? He was like, well, I'm 50 and I've been watching boxing since I was about 10. So I was like, so it's 4 decades of knowledge. I was like, I don't care. How do you remember that much stuff though? So especially he's smoking good gas over there. I know he's smoking good gas. How do you remember that? But go ahead, Sir Senior, talk to me. Your mic muted.
Yeah, what's up with you?
Yeah, what's up with you, man? You sound like Eddie Kane when he was in that choir. I feel like going. Come on, man, talk to me.
Yeah, my sound is trash, my Wi-Fi trash, so I kind of stayed in the background.
Hey, but your character is A1. You're a good person. You put up with my shit.
But you really I enjoyed the show today, man. I really enjoyed the show.
Hey man, this phone line is the shit, man. It was working today, and I appreciate Derek Lincoln, D Ray calling in. My boy Neo called in. Yeah, I love that shit. The phone line is the way to go. I can't go back now. I gotta have the phone line now every trip.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. I love that. I love that. It brings
So
a new
to me,
element
man.
to the show.
Sir Senior, look, man, you know, Mondays usually like a longer day. We be trying to close it up at 12, but sometimes we go a little longer because we had a break. Pause. I want to go a little longer. But before we get out of here, you want to give me your final word? Shout out to Mike Lewis out here. Hey, Mike, I don't know what you got going on, but I'm about to when I end the show, I'm gonna call you so we can work on that the Madonna promo, all right? The Black Madonna. Feel me? Let me know if you heard me or text me. But if you're free, I know you got the new little one. And shout out to your baby, man, the new queen. Let me know if you want me to hit you up. I can go and start on that promo for you tonight. But Sir Senior, man, we talked about a lot tonight, man. You want to jump in anywhere? Give us some final thoughts on anything we was talking about. I don't know how much of the show you caught.
Oh, I was here for it all. But yeah, dude, Boots Ennis is ready. Go ahead. He can go ahead and get some of that spent work. It's not an easy ride.
Oh,
but,
no. They want this. You see the screen?
Yeah.
They say he want Bud.
Listen what I said. Listen what I said. Cause he don't want Bud. He don't want Bud because he gonna get that work. I don't see him winning that. I mean, he's a great fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters that's fighting right now. And Boots is the truth. Like, I follow him on IG and he responds or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, he good people as far as I know. And he great in the ring. His work ethic is impeccable. Like, I love watching
the funny thing is AB works out really good, but he don't do it in the ring, which I think is hilarious. But when I watch the boxers who actually work out is Boots and AB. They the ones who actually who work out with the fans or show you that they're working out and encourage you to work out with them or do the exercises that they're doing or whatever else. And yo, he not ready for Bud though. And I think like Bud have a chip on his shoulder and definitely have something to prove. And he don't want that Bud because the Bud that has something to prove gets you out of there in a tremendous fashion.
Hey, yo, Derek Lincoln is killing me. Derek Lincoln says we don't want Bud to fight him. We trying to protect him. He said, "Told you, Mark. Bud fans don't want to see that fight, bro. I'm a Bud fan too, and I want to see it. I gotta see it.
I don't want to see Boots fight him because I want Boots to keep his winning record. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, we ain't protecting none of these fighters, man. They want it. Let's give them the smoke. We gotta get behind it.
He gonna die of smoke inhalation.
Oh no! Don't say that. Don't say that.
It's the smoke for real. He gonna give him that work.
I don't think Bud would even get credit if he was to beat. Look, Bud is in a bad situation right here. No matter who he fights, in my personal opinion, he won't get credit for it. They're gonna say
there's gonna be an excuse. You're right. There's an excuse. If he beat Earl, it's an excuse. He beat anybody. He beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao. Oh, and you know that's just Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he beat EJ. Oh, EJ the car accident. Oh, he beat Thurman. Well, Thurman already lost. Oh, he beat Danny. Oh, well, Danny been losing. He beat Sean. Oh, Sean been losing. Oh, well, he beat Boots. Well, Boots won't ready. Oh, well,
Ortiz won't ready. Mikey's too little.
Everybody, they too little, won't ready. But before the fight, and that's how it happens. Every one of his fights. We'll
finally see what. Look, they always say we're gonna see what he's like with a true welterweight. This is a true welterweight. After the fight, that guy only had one leg. After the fight, man, anybody could have beat Jeff Hearn.
There was too much salt in his grits that morning that messed up his blood pressure, and that's why Bud was able to do him like that.
Yeah, man. Like I look, man, but as far as this go, I ain't holding no hands, bro. I'm not in it for that, yo. I'm a fan, yo. I'm not out here trying to be nobody manager, promoter. Yeah, I bought the Bud Crawford hat. I wore it on the boxing shows all over the YTBC whenever they was having a debate, just to troll, just to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, y'all already know what I'm on. Put on the hat. Let's get it. Yeah, BBE. Bud beats everybody at 147.
But very simply to me, even if Bud, so if something crazy happened and Bud lost that fight, I love Boots. So it'll be a great fight. They can run it back. Then they'll say, okay, well, he's a tough fighter. But they just trying to find a way for Bud to lose.
Name one fight that you've seen with Bud Crawford that warranted a rematch. I'll wait. Anybody in the chat too. Y'all tell me one person y'all saw Bud Crawford fight that y'all would be like, oh man, they gotta run that back. Because I can name some Spence fights that I can say I want to see twice. You know what I'm saying? At least one. And that would be the Porter. I definitely would like to see him and Porter running back. And I thought we was gonna get that.
Man,
I would like Porter got a whole bunch of run backs I would love to see. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Danny again, him and Thurman again, him and Spence again. Porter's down for a good scrap, man. He looked good doing his thing when he doing what he do. It's exciting. You feel like you're getting your money's worth.
There's a reason why EJ ain't want that smoke again.
He ain't knocking nobody out, but he's uncomfortable. He makes it bro, you gotta work. You working all night against Porter.
Yeah. Think about it. Why wouldn't he want to, if it was so easy, why would he not want to run that back and get another easy paycheck? Remember, he said he wanted the easy side first.
Derek Lincoln. He fought who's been in front of him for the most part. He's only had 5 fights at welterweight, and he stopped them all. Derek Lincoln, you already know what I'm gonna tell you, and I say this on all the channels and all the platforms. In the words of Ricky Williams, I keep trying to tell y'all, if they don't belong in there with him, he gets them out of there. Simple as that. If you don't belong in the ring with him, he gonna get you out of there. What's wrong with that? And you're right, D. Hodges, and the answer is none. The reason why you don't want to see any of those fights against Bud Crawford again is because he wins in such a dominating fashion that you'll be like, I'm not paying for this again. Why would you pay for it? You already seen it before, and you don't think the outcome is going to be any different. The guy probably got slept, or the referee saved him, or his corner threw it in for him. That's what happens. So you don't want to see any of those fights again. I'm just curious at what people are seeing in Bud when they say, "Hey, he can lose to this guy. His chin." I'm like, he ain't been dropped. Well, Klavalaskis, he didn't get a count, bro. He didn't get counted. We can say it was a knockdown. I know Andre Ward said it was a knockdown. A lot of people said it was a knockdown. The referee called it a slip. He didn't get counted. And even if he did get counted, he got back up and kept beasting the rest of that round. He didn't look hurt. And he stopped the guy. He didn't even let it go to the cards. Everybody forgets that part. People forget Floyd got dropped and got counted because he hurt his hand. They forget when Floyd got dropped and Zab Judah, his glove scraped the ground. They showed it on a replay. The glove just scraped the ground like that. Should have been called a knockdown. They didn't, though. Nobody talks about that Zab Judah knockdown. We never questioned Floyd's chin. Floyd got up and did work, but he didn't stop Zab. Could have, low blow, but he didn't. He was about to stop Zab, but he didn't, right? So when we talking about the chin shit, I'm like, bro, you gonna get hit when you going into the fire. They still bring up, well, Gamboa hit him one time and made his legs wobble. And he was small, bro. They both were the same weight at the time. I don't know what these guys are seeing, man. I don't see it.
And they see what they want to see. They
and I'm cool.
care.
Hey, look, but I love it though. That's why I still go to Ricky's show. I invite Ricky over. Derek Lincoln, he's a friend of the show. You know what I'm saying? He's still, that's cool with me, bro. We can disagree. Supreme say he still think Bud would beat him, but I forgot what else he said. Oh, he said I'm not critical enough of Bud. He said you play devil's advocate for everybody else, but you don't play devil's advocate when it comes to Bud. And I said, because I'm always playing devil's advocate when I'm talking about Bud, because everybody else think Bud is, it's the bad guy. I feel like I'm always coming into these rooms trying to defend my position on why I always put hashtag BBE. Bud beats everybody.
Well, let me jump out the window with this one. If Bud's so garbage and he's not worth talking about, why do people build a platform off hating on Bud? I'm just trying to figure out. It could be about AJ and Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow they'll bring it back to Bud. It could be about Deontay Wilder and Ortiz. Somehow they bring it back to Bud. It could be about Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. Somehow they bring it back to Bud. If Bud's so garbage and not worth talking about, why is he always in their mouth?
Paul. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the real for real, I think they even if they believe it or don't believe it, right? They hear the rumblings. You can't avoid ESPN calling him the best fighter in the world or top 2 best fighters in the world. Because them other guys been switching out. They don't switched out. A lot of these top 5 pound for pound guys, Bud Crawford name has been there for years now, since about 2016. He's been mentioned amongst the pound for pound best.
In the last 5 years consecutively.
Bro, he's in that top 5, whether you talking about Floyd, Andre Ward, Lomachenko, when they had Chocolatito in there. His name was still in the midst. Now, Canelo. So even when they were switching them out between him and Loma and switching them out between him. And then they switching them out between it's either him or Canelo. But his name is constantly being mentioned amongst those top guys. He ain't been to this card since 2016, right? And I bring up 2016 because that's when he beat Postal. And I think that same year he beat Ndongo. I could be wrong. It might have been the next year, but around that time when he was beating Postal and beating Ndongo and becoming undisputed, people was like, yo, this guy's pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. They've been saying that. He's been fighter of the year twice, 2-time lineal champion. Some say he should be a 3-time lineal champion because he got the belt from Hearn, and Hearn got that belt from Pacquiao. You get what I'm saying? So technically, he should be a 3-time lineal champion, but it's a mythical title, right? So, give me your final thoughts on the other stuff we was talking about. AJ and Fury, who you got winning that? Eddie Hearn said we can get that fight in Wembley Stadium July 24th. He said if the fight is going to be on July 24th, it's going to be in Wembley. So we got a date and we got a couple of locations and a couple of different dates. Wembley is what they want at the top of the list, of course, for obvious reasons, but they're not ruling out taking this thing over to Saudi for that big bag.
I put it like this. I say that AJ is like an old school mechanic. He got all the tools. He just got to decide to show up or not.
Oh, shit. Good metaphor.
So if he brings all the tools and show up, he can beat Fury. Fury is not unbeatable. A stiff jab will get him and follow up with the left. That rocks him every time. Stiff jab him, left. Work his body, come back to the stiff jab. Body, back to the stiff jab. Anytime anybody has ever done any combination of that, they've worked him. If it was for that round, if it was for that fight, if it was for that part of that round. Every time that works. So if you do that, and move. You got to move with him. Stop his movements. Don't let him just bully. Don't let him hug and lean on you. AJ is good for not letting people lean on him and hug on him. So AJ got all the tools to beat Fury. He just got to show up with him. It's just that simple. On the other hand, since we speak in reality, that's just hypothetical. Reality says even if AJ come with the tools, they're going to try to find a way to cheat him. So he's going to have to totally demolish Fury or knock him out.
Damn, man. I heard somebody say if Fury win, he will retire.
Automatically, he's going to retire. He's automatically going to retire. He might retire if he loses. It's just facts. Unless he loses by a small margin where he feel like he can go back and get that win in a rematch, in a quick, like, run it back rematch, he's going to retire either way because that's going to stop him from having to fight any, body with a name who's coming for him. More importantly, Deontay Wilder. He don't want to fight Wilder again because he has nothing to win by fighting Wilder. He has nothing to win because
I gotta disagree. It's a prize fight. It's a big ass prize.
I mean, outside of the money, that's
what it's for, baby. That's what it's for.
But what I'm saying is
that already.
He got too many chances to lose in that fight. Wilder's going to come back hungrier. He's going to want it. Everybody's going to watch any little foolishness he does. So he's going to have the eyes on him and everything else. So with the eyes on him, with Wilder having the hungriness, with everybody wanting to make sure that it's the cleanest fight since boxing, since when the Fury come with a clean fight? That leads us back to your last question about Fury was, how do you stop Fury? The same way you stop the Black Panthers. Crack.
Oh my goodness. We can't do this. We can't.
Silence.
Look, man. Look, man, we ain't about to get. Look, yeah, I got a new one. Got a new one over here for them niggas, man. We had to, I had to put that Dragonfly Jones in there. I got a couple more of these things I want to do. I got one for. I'm gonna have one for damn near every occasion. But we gotta get your last thoughts on this right here, man, before we get out of here. So on the boxing side, we got a chat right here from D-Ray. Question from the chat. He said, Ugas versus Boots, who wins?
Boots.
Yeah, I think Boots is just he's just so much athletic. And sometimes Ugas can telegraph those punches a little too much. And
that's
those
exactly
hooks,
what I was going to say.
are too wide.
Telegraph them.
Yeah, it's what they call it. You got too much fat on it, right? A little too much fat on those punches. So got to trim the fat off some of those punches. So I would give it to Ugas because his give it a Boots because his athleticism, less mileage.
And he's gonna push him. He's gonna pressure him and make him run at his top gear the entire fight. He's not gonna be able to take no time off. He's not gonna be able to rest a little bit and then start back up like how he likes to change gears, but then start back up to pressing the fight. He's not gonna let him do that. He's not gonna be able to bully Boots. So all the little things that he normally do, he's not going to be able to do that to Boots. And unless he catch him with some smoke that Boots ain't going to see, which is not really likely. So, the puncher's chance, he is going to be a close loss, a knockout, or Boots is going to dominate him.
Nigga, that's all the choices right there. Other than a disqualification,
all the way. A close loss, he lost. Look, let me break it down. Close loss, he lost. He get knocked out, he lost. Or he get blown out with a knockout, he lost anyway. That goes to 3 losses either way.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, look, if he get a headbutt or if he throws him off the top rope, like it's a whole bunch of ways he can win. But bottom line, you got to win, and I can respect that. Last thing I wanted to talk to you about is a lot of things going on in the news. You seen the social injustice, things like that. What do you feel about? Did you see the video of the officer, the lieutenant, getting pepper sprayed in South Carolina?
So,
y'all smash that like button when y'all come into the room too. Appreciate y'all.
My thing about this is that we have so many different so-called political figures and spokespeople and interviewers and top tier celebrities, but where are they when all of this is happening? When it's a regular black person, when it's a black person with a bad past, when it's a black person with a good past, when it's a black person who was a cop, when it's a black person who was a special needs teacher, when it's a black person who's laying in their bed, when it's a black person just sitting in the chair eating ice cream, when it's a black person, that's what it is. And all of those, it's a black person. So when a black person gets treated wrongly, when they get mistreated, when they get killed, when they get beat, we don't need to say nothing. But when a black person do something wrong, we need to skin them. So that's what it is. Be hard on the black people, but not be there for the black people, even when you're black, and you'll stay rich in America.
But sir, I've heard people speak out about some of those things you mentioned, from Walter Scott, Donald Sterling, Alton Sterling, Trayvon, Breonna Taylor. People have spoken out, but
it's 4 people I'm talking about that I don't want to get your channel.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that you're 100% right. It's 4 people I'm talking about, and they'll get your channel pop, lock, and drop.
Nah, man.
One of those.
Say what you want to say, man. I know you did that. You had a hot take before, and we talked about that. But yeah, man, go ahead, do your thing, man. Times have changed.
Cause TP will come after you. TP or TP your house. So
okay, what? I get it. You talking about Mr. Perry, Tyler Perry?
yes.
Okay.
Jerome,
Speak your piece.
Winston Jerome on as they called him on Boondocks.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, they did call him that. That was the guy. My dudes. Yo, if y'all never seen that Boondocks episode with Tyler Perry up there, where they was mocking Tyler Perry, they was calling him Mondukes. Yo, gotta watch it. Yo, it was one of the funniest shit ever. And word is that Tyler Perry fired people after that shit came out. Like, y'all leaking my info. Who told that I be rubbing baby oil? I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but watch that Boondocks episode. It's hilarious. Let me go into the chat real quick. What you say, D Hodge? He said they were what you say? The one where she was confused, taser the gun. Yeah, see, y'all tuning in later. See, I showed the video earlier. I really don't want to show it again because I believe that's part of the torture and the shit that we go through too. Just showing that video, showing these kind of videos over and over again. You know what I'm saying? The imagery. They'll show us that all day. They don't want to show us nothing positive. That, you know what I'm saying? But they show us imagery of us getting murdered or getting assaulted by police. And white people are getting murdered and assaulted by police too. But
they don't
drug
their horror stories in their face.
Huh?
They don't drug their horror stories in their face unless they giving them money for it.
Right, bro. We get a slave movie all the time. I don't see a whole bunch of Holocaust movies. I've seen some. I know they exist. I've heard of Schindler's List, but they've been showing us shit. I remember being a kid watching Roots, and that shit came on all week.
Exactly.
That shit was all week.
I remember when they showed Roots on Christmas.
Huh? So what?
I remember when they showed Roots on Christmas. I was like, "What?
You bullshit. You bullshit." They didn't do y'all like that in North Carolina. I was in North Carolina too, sir. They didn't do us like that. I don't remember.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It was one year they did.
Maybe my mama
might have been 95 or something like that.
Yeah, I was still watching it. You'll shoot your eye out. That's my shit right there. You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah,
I always get that mixed up. That's the Christmas Story. See, I get that mixed up with Christmas Carol. But look, man, y'all see the imagery on the screen right here. Y'all see what we was talking about. Just getting you guys final thoughts. If y'all just tuning in, we just wrapping it up. We want to get you guys final take on some of the things we was talking about. Talking about a little boxing, but we also spoke about this incident right here. Some people say he should have just complied, got out the car, get out the car. They told him 20 times, literally, get out the car. He didn't get out the car. Sir, let me know what you think about this right here. Do you think the brother should have got out the car? Do you think
I kind of do, but at the same token, until they, you know, how they call it, incapacitated him. If he would have reached down, what would they have done then? If he would have reached down to take
they might have lit the car up. They might have lit the car up right then. He was.
That's what I'm saying. So
he wanted them to get. I get that. I didn't even think of that part neither. Like, until you said it, he probably wanted them to get close enough to him to see, hey, I still have my seatbelt on. So when I do take this seatbelt off to get out the car, I need you guys to see me doing that. No, it's a seatbelt. But they said it was a felony stop. But it wasn't a felony stop. It was tinted windows, and they couldn't see his tag. His tag is a new car, so the tag is taped in the window. Once they get to the BP is well lit, they can see that. But no matter the case, the situation, for whatever the case it wasn't bad enough for them to arrest him. They let him go, and they told him, hey, we're gonna let you go. I talked to the chief, and he said, we don't want this. We don't want this on your record. You don't need this on your military record. So we can let this go, long as you don't want to fight and argue. I don't have the exact quote, but y'all rewind the video. It's at the beginning, and as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna try to go through right now and put the timestamps. That's why I gotta wrap this shit up, sir, because I be trying to go back and put these timestamps in the videos now, as you can see.
Well, most definitely, that's pretty much the long and short of it. Is Yes, he could have. The only thing he could have done was open the door with the seatbelt still on and show him I still got my seatbelt on. Scream out, I still got my seatbelt on. But sometimes it don't matter what you do. You know, hindsight is 20/20. So you can always look in the back and say, "Well, I shoulda, coulda, woulda," but that's a bus I try not to ride. So.
So what do you feel about the people that say so like yo, you should have just got out the car. You should have complied, my nigga.
I mean, he could have gotten out the car or at least tried to open the door from the outside. I've been in that situation and I do those type of things. I've only gotten out the car once that I wasn't, I think once or twice I've ever gotten out the car. It wasn't in the car accident. But it's ways that how you disarm, you have to disarm the officer. So you have to make him feel silly for even wanting to turn up on you. And that's what turns an officer who's already ready down. So when you see their demeanor, when you see how they're responding, you got to automatically already know, okay, well, he's looking for any reason. I'm not going to give him no reason. I'm going to be extra, but I'm going to make sure I'm recording this. Not just their recorder, because they can play little games with it, depending on what state and even down to the town that they're in.
Right. They need to start putting 360 cameras out of it. So even when they tell you to get out of your car or you got to put your cell phone down, bro, it's cameras all built in on the side of this car. Like, we need that shit for security measures. Like, go ahead, Mercedes, put that shit on the next car. I'll buy that one. Give me some 360 panoramic view cameras going around this shit. Like a camera, like in every corner of like the roof, like built in around the top of the, you know what I'm saying? Just give me
four. Yeah, there's a type of Ford that's like that. There is a Ford that's like that.
Give me a camera like in every headlight. You know what I'm saying? On each corner right there, like a wide angle lens, like the Ring doorbell. Like, that'll be dope. Like, cause this shit is getting out of hand. And like even with this video and that other video, these videos and these cop interactions are longer. They are giving it to us in pieces. So I'm gonna go online and try to find the full thing. And we'll talk about this a little bit more on Wednesday, because I'm sure more details are going to come out, and we're going to get more information on the Derek Chauvin trial as well. See if he's going to take the stand in his own defense. And yeah, man, it's just so much going on. But we'll definitely do an episode on Wednesday, and we'll really talk about communication as a whole. And like Sir Senior said, disarming people, verbal judo, some would call it, right?
Facts.
So and work on all our communication skills. The last thing I ask you about is the brother in Minnesota who was shot by the officer who thought she was reaching for her taser, but she was reaching for her pistol instead. She fired a single shot, and he unfortunately didn't make it.
Yeah, that's a classic story, and unless you're in pure duress, you cannot make that mistake. Also, you're trained to put your taser a certain place in a certain angle versus, your sidearm.
Right. We had the clip from the police officer earlier, and he said, you're trained to put your weapon on your dominant hand and your taser on your least dominant hand. I mean your hip. So on your belt, your utility belt, I always think of that. But your service belt, your weapon is on your right. If you're right-handed, your taser is on your left. And for that certain reason, so you don't make those kind of mistakes. But she did reach for the weapon.
Yeah, because she's used to reaching for the weapon, at least in her mind. So she may not have meant to do it in that instance, but that was muscle
memory. Yes, sir.
So automatically that shows you a psychological problem of fear or hate. Only fear and hate make you do those types of things.
In fairness to the officer, she did sound concerned. She did sound like she made a mistake. but people go to prison and people are charged every day for mistakes. Can the
Facts.
church say? Can the church say amen? Like if I was talking to my wife about this today. I said, God forbid I drop this pistol and it goes off and hits you or hits the baby. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
You going straight to jail. You
Do
ain't gonna
not
pass
pass
go.
go.
You ain't gonna
Not
collect
collect
$200.
Bro, my man, bro, same time, right? We say that at the same time. My man, we Sir Senior, like, I'm going to jail. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be a sympathetic person. You know what I'm saying? People will say, yeah, we understand, but yes, but the law says this is neglect, this is reckless endangerment. You know what I'm saying? I won't be getting first degree murder, but I might get a manslaughter charge. Like I ain't suffering enough. You know what I'm saying? I might get a manslaughter charge, or I might get a reckless homicide, or they got a whole bro. They can layer that shit however they want to do it. Yo, that's gonna be my next clip. Cassidy, however you wanted to go, when he was talking to Hollow the Don, that's gonna be the next drop. But yeah, man, they can do it however they wanted to go, and unfortunately, we aren't trained professionals. We aren't held to the public trust. I'm just a regular citizen. You're a regular citizen. Sir, matter of fact, sir, if something was to happen with me, you know the first thing they're gonna do when I go to court, they're gonna bring up my military record. Well, he was a soldier. You should know better. You're trained with weapons, things like they're gonna bring all that shit up. We hold you to a higher standard.
All of your strengths become now weaknesses. Anything you were good at is a reason why you shouldn't have did whatever you did that was bad.
But on the flip side, this is a public servant who has the public trust so much as look. Cops have so much of a public trust. You can go to court, and if it's just your word against the cop word, you're gonna lose every time. Traffic violation, you're gonna lose everyone. You better have somebody with a camera phone, better have some kind of shit. But if it's just you against the cop, get you a lawyer to beat that ticket, or get it reduced. But don't take it to the shit, because you're gonna lose. Nobody cam footage. This been going on because they have the public trust. They sworn to tell the truth, even beyond this paper in this court. Like they're peace officers. But they're not held to that same standard when they make mistakes. Nah, man, you gotta lose your job and you should be charged. Because I said this earlier, Sir Senior, we can set a dangerous precedent here where all a cop got to do is say taser and reach for the gun and bust a shot. What do you think?
All parts of law are based off of precedent. Anything that's happened before and it went through, you're able to cite that in court. That's law. You're able to cite it in court. So if she gets off for that,
hold on, no. It's only precedent if it's already been proven in a court of law. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is if she gets off with this, every cop can literally cite that in court and say, boom, you did it here, so you got to do it for me. And then the defense has to fight two battles, not just saying that they were guilty, but even if they're guilty, to figure out why this was so different.
But sir,
and not just the situation, but law.
But sir, that would take for her to be charged and things to happen in the judicial proceedings for that to take place. What I'm talking about here is it will at least set a precedence in that city and under that police chief in that county, in that district, wherever that's happening there. From now on, because they can always say Officer X here said taser and she shot somebody. She didn't get fired. She was under distress. I was under distress. It was a warrant. It was the same thing. Actually, my criminal was more dangerous than hers. Taser, shot. Come on. We can't just let that slide. You got to be relieved of your duty. At the minimum, even if they're not filing charges. I can get that. I don't like it. I don't respect it because that, like I said before, citizens go to jail all the time for mistakes.
If you accidentally kill somebody in a training accident in the service, you get to come back to work tomorrow?
Yeah, that's crazy. But sir, I ain't gonna hold you all night, man. Go ahead and tell people where they can follow you at, my G, how they can get in touch with you and what you got going on your channel.
All right, you can follow me at Sir Senior. Well, cooking with Sir Senior. I'm always cooking up something. If it's home cooking or food for thought, you can hit me at CERNC00 on Gmail. You can always find me here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at Marq Nash. Well, you can't see me, but you can always get the shirt at marknash.com.
Well, that's what's up, man. Thanks for pulling up. Well, y'all can see me, and I'm wearing one as well. Dreams require sleep. Goals require effort, and you can get that hoodie at marknash.com. Man, I really appreciate y'all pulling up today. Hey, my man Stroll, what up, big dog? He said they're going to win that one just because she screamed taser before she shot. That's some bullshit, though, Dre. Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. It is what it is, man. This has been a good one, man. I had a great time doing the show tonight with you guys, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. Thank you guys for participating. Man, you guys have been a great audience tonight, man. Damn, we had a good show tonight, man. Hate to leave, but we got to end it, man, at some point, right? Nobody wants to look up and be like, damn, you did an 8-hour show? Because I've done it. I did 9-hour shows before. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting here, I'll be like, man, I got to go piss. I'll be right back. And just leave and come back. You know what I'm saying? People will still be here. So, man, I appreciate you guys, man. This was definitely a good one. Yeah, Dre, this was a good one, man. We got a lot of shit off our chest. Like I said, Wednesday, we'll probably revisit this again when we talk about relationships. You know, Wednesday's hump day. So we always talk about relationship things, a little hump day. So I got a good topic for Wednesday. I might reveal it on tomorrow, though. Give y'all a heads up. I'll probably reveal the question tomorrow and start doing like we did, start promoting the show around more. And what's the last thing I want to say? Yeah, we're gonna promote the show more Wednesday hump day. Oh, but far as this subject with these guys in this Deverett Chauvin case, we're gonna see what's going on with that. We definitely got to keep an eye on that. We're gonna see what events transpire as far as what's going on in Minnesota, and we'll definitely talk to people in Virginia that we got over there that's, you know, fucking with the show. They love what we're doing. And we're going to keep our eye to this. But we do know this officer has been fired. For the record, this guy's fired already. If you don't know, now you know. He's gone. Yeah, man. If y'all want to see the video, like I said, rewind this video at the beginning. I showed the video of what happened here, and I showed the video of the other thing. The other killing, because this brother luckily made it out. And that's the crazy thing too. Before I wrap up in my closing, we see the duality here, guys, right? This guy didn't want to get out the car. He's in a uniform and he don't know why. As soon as he get out, they got the guns on. He was like, maybe they think I did something. I didn't do nothing. That's why he's scared to get out. And then you see another guy who's like, okay, they locking me up. Well, he might not even know he might not even know he miscourt that cop. When I got arrested for my warrant, I didn't know I miscourt either till they put the cuffs on me. So sometimes it be like that. And I probably wouldn't have did that, like tried to get back in the car and drive off, especially in the climate that we're in. But more importantly, I wouldn't pull off the taser, or I wouldn't try to shoot him. The guy wasn't trying to fight anybody. He was trying to flee. And it's a policy and a procedure for that too. At that point, y'all already ran his tag and his name because y'all know he got a warrant. That's why y'all trying to take him to jail. Y'all know where he's likely about to go. Y'all know what the car looked like. Y'all could just follow him. You could do your job, but to go to any kind of, at least this is excessive force. If you're not charging her for murder or that type of crime, what's up, Big Dog Willie? Big Dog Willie, it's at least excessive force. Yeah. Yeah, man. We trying to I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. It's all good. Sir Senior said his phone died. Sir Senior, I supposed to wrap this thing up, but my boy Dre was trying to get in and he wanted to tell me how he felt about it. Right. I would have got out the car, but I understand the fear from the lieutenant. I understand. Yo, the lieutenant. Bro, the lieutenant was scared because he's thinking, okay, look, he knew something was up. That's why he started recording. He started doing that and recording. He was all nonchalant. Then you see the guns out. His whole energy changed. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, this ain't, unfortunately, here's the deal, guys and ladies. Unfortunately, this ain't gonna be the last time we talk about this type of shit. That's the worst part. This will not be the last time. And that's the worst part about all of it. So I'm done, man. I feel what you was talking about, my brother Wood, you like to know, was like he was like I'm getting so mad right now. I'm angry. I'm so angry. I'm shaking right now. And I understand your pain. I understand why you so angry. You so mad. And you just start shaking just watching the video. It's torture. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? You're being conditioned right in front of our faces. It's happening, and it's truly unfortunate, for better or for worse. It's making some of us take our police interactions a certain way where we say, you know what, I'm trying to do everything right. But even in the process of doing everything right, you're conditioned to seeing people like you die for even doing the right thing. Like, okay, damn, I got my seatbelt on. Are they gonna shoot me when I reach for the seatbelt? Okay, well, I just don't want to move. And even that's wrong. If you watch the video, they're giving him conflicting instructions. One officer is saying, don't move. The other one is saying, stick your hands out the window. Okay, open the door. The guy Gutierrez tells him to open the door. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. Open the door. Don't move. Put your hands out the window. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Open the door. Turn off the car. Like, which, in what order? Another officer was telling him don't move. That's what I'm saying. Like, conflicting instructions, they ain't even on the same page, bro. They ain't even on the same page. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Drew. That's what I'm saying, my G. At least, bro, that's the minimum, bro. She negligent, bro. She's negligent at minimum. Should be relieved of duties, man. Should be relieved of duties. I mean, this guy got fired in his seat in his state for pepper spraying somebody. Right? They fired this guy. He's fired. Fired. I don't know how that's going to work with him going over to another county, getting another job, but it's very possible. Like, they do little slick shit like that. He'll leave the police department, might get hired at the sheriff department. You get what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's some bullshit. Or the next county over. No, man, you shouldn't be able to work in law enforcement, and that shit should be on your permanent record. Like, you lost your job for excessive force. And that's what I'm saying, Drew. She's negligent, or that's excessive force, even if they don't charge the lady with murder, or I don't think it's murder. I ain't gonna lie. I disagree with some people we had on the show tonight. We had some people on the show tonight. They genuinely thought she was acting and she was faking it. I disagree. She sounds genuinely shocked. Everybody around sounds shocked. Yes, she made a mistake. Yes, but she should be relieved of her duties, and she should be charged with excessive force because there was no need for the taser. He wasn't fighting. Yes, he was trying to flee, but if that is in your guidelines, let's see it, because she can fight it. Let her go through the process. Get your union lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Try to fight it and deal with it in an admin way. But yeah, she should be charged with excessive force because you guys didn't need the taser right then, because he's not fighting you. He's trying to leave. Y'all could have grabbed him. Okay, y'all can't grab him. Okay. Taser. Okay, the taser. Oh no, it's not a taser, it's a gun. Damn, man, maybe I shouldn't have used the taser. That was a poor decision right there. Because now I've killed somebody over a $340 warrant. Even with the officer, when the guy said, hey man, I'm scared to get out, the officer shouldn't have escalated saying, yeah, you should be. I'm about to send you on, what he said, something about basically you're going to put you on the lightning rod or something like that. You about to ride the electric thing, whatever he said, to give you the electric boogie woogie, whatever you said, my G, you escalating. You ain't in fear for your life at this point because you having a full conversation. Yeah, you should be. The guy got his hands up. He's telling you scared. You saying you should be. You could have said, sir, look, this a minor traffic stop where this can go real smooth. Just slowly open your door. Because they had already flanked him. They had the tactical position on him. They could have lit his ass up. They had the advantage. His hands are up. There's 2 weapons on him. But instead of that, he escalated. He got to the point where he right on him at the window with the pepper spray. The other officer's trying to open the door. He tells him, back up. He shakes up the canister. Just the arrogance. Shit, the mustache should tell you it all. Did y'all see his mustache? Put this motherfucker on the screen. Look at this. Look at this. How professional is that? He got the damn Manchu mustache where it's like hanging down the side of it. He a wild boy, man. He a wild boy. He wanted all the smoke. He that close to the dude. Yo, you're not in fear for your life right there. Both hands up. You see it ain't nobody else in the car. You got the weapon on him. You put your weapon down, grab the pepper spray, tell the other dude to get out. You shake, shaking it up. Took the time to do that. Get out. Get out. You that calm with, bro. You're not in fear for your life right there. That's just domination. I just want to dominate you. That's some bullshit, man. Some bullshit. I'm glad he fired. Get the fuck out of here, man. He gonna get somebody killed. Yo, has the taser shooting happened before? I think it was had happened. Bro, this is not the first. You right, D-Ray. This ain't the first time this happened. We've had officers shoot people before. This happened. I believe this was in Fruitville. What's it called? Fruitville Station. They did a movie about this, where that officer, I think Michael B. Jordan, who plays the character, that officer said he thought he had his taser. Shot him point blank range on the platform in front of everybody. I thought it was my taser. But the dude is already down and subdued. I want no reason for you to tase him anyway. Like I said, man, unfortunately, man, this is like the never ending story here in America, man. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man, other than I love y'all. I want y'all to love yourself, love your family, take care of your family, take care of your loved ones. And man, find a way, man. Find a way to stay positive in the midst of a world full of chaos. Keep a sane mind in the midst of a world full of chaos. And if God is willing, I will see y'all on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. It's your boy Marq Nash. Been another great episode of Breaking the Beats. Remember this, y'all. Dreams require sleep. But more importantly, goals require effort. You can get that hoodie at marknash.com. I love y'all. I'll see y'all Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Be safe.
This that squad
I told y'all the show over. Go home now. Go on. I'll see y'all Wednesday.